Let's see. Sick. What's going on, man? Sorry, had to make sure everything was put away. Beat, not need. Typing and doing errands, and even using my backup account. Oh, that's weird. It looked like it showed you as a mod, I thought. Oh, it didn't. Huh. Well, you don't get a wrench on all your accounts, just the one. Ha ha. Can you hear me now? Because I have not checked yet. I do have some music coming. I think we're going to actually open the garage door because I put on a sweatshirt, but it's actually a little warm for that. I was wondering. Let me see if I can get that number one spot from Wake Up. Oh well, I can't. You can't yet, but someday we'll have super chats. Someday soon, hopefully. What am I trying to do? Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? I want to go here. Open, 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 open. Did I get a notification? No. View channel. Oh, look, Schmoke's live. Hey, he's got sound. Yay! Hey, guys, how's everybody? You want a loop? Today? Here comes a loop. Here comes a loop. Here comes a loop. Here. Open, 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 open. Did I get a notification? No. View channel. Oh, look, Schmoke's live. Hey, he's got sound. Yay! What's up, Brown Chicken? Boogered Builds. Thank you, Boogered Builds. I don't know if that's a familiar face and I'm just not recognizing it because of the new switch to handles instead of channel names. But I'm going to look into it real quick. Nope, you're Boogered Builds. Well, welcome in, Boogered Builds. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the Smoke Shop. Shaggy Mane, what's going on, man? I know he's somewhere in town, but he ain't here. Renegade, what's going on, my friend? Welcome in, everybody. I'm going to turn on some music in a little bit. Turkey Rod Run. Sweet. Yes. I was really kind of surprised that I didn't get a lot more views. I don't know why I'm yelling. Sorry. I didn't get a lot more views on that while it was live. I don't need that anymore. It was actually surprising to me, but I think it's because I've got my algorithm so screwed up because I'm kind of random. I'm definitely not focused on cars, though I enjoy cars. I enjoy motorcycles. I enjoy all kinds of stuff. Welcome in, DJ Real One in the house. DJ Realness was in here earlier. I don't know if you saw him. DJ Real One is going to be getting some very well-deserved recognition this weekend. So keep an eye on his page. I'll let him announce it and all that stuff. But very interesting things are happening in DJ Real One's world. I've lost my recycle bin, so we'll just throw that in that general direction. That's what put me on the channel. Right on, right on. That guy stole my name. I'm going to turn on the music that I've got queued up here. It's again the Maple Leaf Bar, which is in New Orleans, and it's a album release, I believe. So I'm hoping that since it hasn't been out, that it won't get me copyright strikes. It's pretty psychedelic. I only listened to the first 5 minutes or so, but we're taking it from the top. And that's what that looks like. I do want to step inside for a moment and listen to how that sounds once it queues up and make sure my levels are satisfactory to me. What's up, Quick Shoe? Traveling home from Pennsylvania, wife is driving. Well, let me entertain you along your journey. I want to, like I said, I want to check this out real quick. All right, that music is a little bit loud, in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it down, and if y'all want it that loud, let me know, and we'll turn it back up to that one. But I'm thinking that was a little bit loud. It was even with me, or maybe even overpowering me. Overpowering. That's dope. If you're referring to the smooth camera switch, I've been really trying to. Oh, we lost it. I've been really trying to dial in my whole program before the channel gets too big. I just hit 500. I'm at 551, I think, last I checked. Because I don't want to be overwhelmed with a whole bunch of viewers and lots of stuff that I need to keep up with and not be ready for it. So I've got a pretty decent little setup going here through the Meld software. I'm yelling again. What's going on, Proxy? Welcome in. I've actually got another camera set up and ready to go over there, but I don't know what we're going to be working on. I actually have company in town. Shaggy Man, who is in the chat, he's out on a different adventure right now. But so I haven't really been focused in the shop or making content or anything. So I actually don't have a plan today. Again, it always works out, right, guys? I do need to pop my back or something. Wake up, I got 9. How you doing, man? 9 subscribers, right on. If you didn't, go ahead and drop your own link. Wake up, because you got content coming. Whether or not you've got a bunch out there, you've got some neat stuff on your channel. And yeah, that's the thing. If you intend to grow a YouTube channel, get on it, because it's not going to grow itself. It takes work, just like anything else. I've got over a year into this, and I am just now about to reach the first level of monetization, which is great, but it was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Which seems to be a common thing that occurs, because people get on here thinking it's just going to be quick and easy, quick money, easy money. I'm super lazy. YouTuber need to step up my game. Let's glance at your channel again. Oh, you got all kinds of content, man. You're right there. 426. Yeah, you're doing great, bro. I'm definitely going to subscribe right now, and I'm going to check out your content later. I'm not really set up to share. I mean, I could easily set it up to share your page, but everybody else can look at it at their leisure. But no, it looks like you're doing show content. You got shorts. I personally don't focus on shorts, but I've got some shorts up. You got some videos. Yeah, man, you're doing it right. You're doing it exactly right, bro. 2 days. Yeah, your community is active. You are more niched in than I am. Your channel will absolutely thrive, I assure you. Just stick with it and keep doing what you're doing. The biggest issue you're going to have is competition, and there's plenty of it, but if you stick with it and do the formula you're working right now, I guarantee your channel will be successful. The only reason I know what to look for is because I have done the research before I ever started, and I am very active in the new YouTuber community. What's up, Wes? Welcome in. I'm just giving our new friend Boogered Builds some motivation. Some people it's super easy, but to most it's very hard. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it cannot be. It's like the lottery. There is a chick floating around. I have no idea where she came from. As a matter of fact, I want to see if I can find it real quick. All of a sudden, she popped into my algorithm with a pie. And I'm like, why is this chick on my feed with this pie? And I looked at her pie, and it was a beautiful pie. But then I was like, why is she on my feed, like I said? And so I clicked onto her channel, and she's a small new channel. I'm trying to find her, that's what I'm looking at. But she's a fabricator. She's a badass fabricator. So I don't know if she was on TV or something before and is just getting into YouTube. But the next thing I see, I mean, she's under 1,000. Here she is, I think. Nope, that's not her. She's under 1,000, or she was under 1,000 subscribers, and then the next thing I saw, she's on a ViceScript Garage video, And she's all over my feed. I can't find it. I don't know if anybody's already. I start adding long form videos. Love a chick with a good pie. Yeah, that's why I said it. And it's funny because I commented that on her stuff too. I love pie, but man, I didn't realize you were a badass fabricator. Oh, I want to find it. I have so many subscriptions. That's so funny. I'm going to find it, y'all. I think what I need to do is go home. So y'all can still hear that music, right? What's good, y'all? Carrie, welcome back. We're just, you know, doing this. Oh, here it is. Ray Ripple. Oh, she's already up to 7.8 thousand subscribers. So yeah, I don't know where she came from. She is obviously somebody from TV or something. I want to find the pie video. And I'm going to put a link up for it. Because it's like, what came up on my algorithm was completely out of left field. But I'm so thankful that it did, because it's an unbelievable video. I don't know if it's her, I don't know who did this video, but it's badass. And then I was like, let's look into this person. And then it was, now I understand why it was sent to me. All right, so. Oh, I can't do it on there. That's fine. That's fine. I can do it here. So yeah, y'all check that out later. Pop it up in another window or something. Don't leave me for her. But yeah, that I found that very interesting. She's interesting story. I don't know where she came from. Like I said, I haven't done a deep dive or anything like that. So that's all for Schmoke promoting other people's channels directly. Because that's a great way to yeah, drive viewers away from your live, is to direct them to somebody else's video. I'm just refreshing to the live because I just saw Quick Shoe. Welcome in, if I didn't already say that. Keep some positivity. Yeah, man, positivity is a good thing. That's what we're all about here at Schmoke Shop. My goal is just to get out there, meet cool people, enjoy our American ways, crossing the country next year on my street glide. Let's go. Right on. Road trip. Two-wheel road trip. Sometimes it forces the shorts. I don't know why. If you film in vertical format and it's under 3 minutes, it's going to go into a short. Unless you want it to. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Good volume. Thanks, Wake Up. I'm back. Pie for me. Pie got me. Oh, yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to, but check out her channel. It's amazing. She's actually, I don't know, she must have been on TV. She must be from the Motor Trend or Discovery Channel or something. Oh, man. Sorry, that's my Dr. Pepper with lunch. And I like it a lot. Woo! So I do have some things that we can get into. Real One, are you still in here? Because there's something I wanted to show you. I don't even know if I told you I did it. I know Wake Up will appreciate it too. Not a problem. I want you all to grow and flourish. Yeah, Wake Up's good people, man. I'm not going to get into that. I could bring up the thing that he made for me, but I don't want to screw up the stream doing it. What's up, Wes? All right, you are in here, Real One. Check this out. I haven't even opened this yet, so we're going to do an unboxing. Going up. Bing. Maximum altitude. All right. We're going to switch to the other camera. What's good? I'm going to switch to my remote. Boing. Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? It didn't work. How about now? It worked. Haha. It has remote camera switching. That's pretty cool if you ask me. Anyhow, so what I got, real one, and anyone who is into hip hop or rap or anything like that. Let me turn these other lights on real quick. I'll be right back. If any of you have heard of Harry Mack, Harry Mack is a pretty dope freestyle rapper that is up and coming. He's getting pretty big, but his house burnt down in the California fires whenever that was, the most recent ones. So I tried to support him a little bit extra. And he dropped a hat. And though I did not get the signed version, I like my hats since I'm middle-aged and balding. So I ordered his hat. It's pretty cool. Many of you will recognize, anybody from my generation will absolutely recognize the logo that he's playing off of. Yeah, it's a snapback Harry Mack. Y'all know what's up. Snapback Harry Mack. Why does is that paused? Or is it just way behind? It's way behind. Even though it says it's live. No, it's 5 minutes behind. I'm trying to monitor on a thing that's 5 minutes behind. We had a good 5 inches of snow last night. I'm heading out to clean up, listening on the phone. Damn, Carrie, that's no fun. It's Carrie, Rob's neighbor. His name is not Rob. That's his neighbor. Damn, Rob, that sucks. I don't miss the snow at all. DJ Ryu, that's wild. All ours finally melted off. Hopefully we can avoid any more. That's dope. That's awesome. Harry Mack rules. I've been watching a lot of Ari lately, but yeah, when Ari and Harry get together, that's real cool. Bad news. You just missed my hat. Oh yeah, there you go. Harry Mack was one of my favorite shows I've ever worked, period. Oh, you worked it? Awesome. Dude walked through the crowd and freestyled about the crowd for like the first 10 minutes of the show. Yeah, he's badass. Oh, let me switch back to this camera. Camera switch. Boing. Yeah, he's badass. What's up, Bad News? So like I said, when his house burnt down, he did a live, like you're talking about, where he was just, it started off anything that you put in, but then all of a sudden he had 1,000 viewers, so it was like super chats, and I think he does it regularly. But yeah, you put your word or your shout out in the super chat, and he put it into the rhyme. It was pretty cool. I got Smoke Shop called out in at least one video. I think a couple times, actually. But yeah, pretty cool. It's a dad hat. I like the dad hat, although it's currently a flat bill. I do not do the flat bill thing, so... Oh, I'm not going to bend it immediately. Because it might be a collector's item. I don't think so, though. Anyhow. There's my new Harry Mack hat. It's hard to do that into a camera while you're watching. It's a Nintendo 64 throw, whatever. Wake up, can you share your link? He hasn't yet? Get on that, Wake Up. Throw your link. Does he release music or just YouTube vids? He's got some releases out there. Oh, yeah. He's touring. I think he's touring right now. Put it on. The flat bill. Well, you're going to lose the mic, though, unless I put it. Swap it over. Did I just spit? That was funny. All right, well, if I'm putting it on, it ain't going to be a flat bill. Sorry. I don't do flat bills. There we go. I know some of you hat collectors just cringed. Boop. Where are we? Comfortable. I love the dad hats. He has some full songs, but he is most known for freestyling. We need to see Smoke with the flat bill. And I rolled it immediately. Sorry, bud. Don't bend. Too late. And once I get off of here and get the microphone off of it, I'll roll the shit out of it. I'm not a flat biller. Sorry. Never really was. Got to curve my hats too, yeah. Even back in the day when everybody was really, when it was starting to become a big thing, I rolled mine. That was the first thing I did when Cypress Hill came out with a flat bill Black Sunday hat. I bought it and I rolled the shit out of it. And everybody's like, "What are you doing, bro?" And I peeled the sticker off. They're like, "No!" Which I didn't peel the sticker off of this yet. Yet being the operative word. I'm going to, I can't rock a flat bill either. It's funny because in the music festival, like the rave scene and all that, not that I'm into that, but some of the festivals I go to have a strong electronic presence. And those guys are all flat billers, real psychedelic hats and stuff. Some of them are pretty cool, but and then they collect all the pins and put the pins on them. Take the sticker off. I am actually going to go inside and grab an Aleve because my back is not bad, but I can feel that it's inflamed and it's only going to get worse. So I'm going to go ahead and get on top of that now. Be right back. Or a generic Aleve anyway. Don't forget, kids, the generics are the exact same thing. I don't recommend taking a lot of medication at all, but my back hurts. Whatever, man. I'm cool. I'm gonna leave it on there just to piss you off. Good morning, Sterling. Welcome in. I just rolled just bent the hell out of a flat-billed hat, and now I'm leaving the sticker on to piss off DJ Real One. Crystal, what's going on, mama? BB, what's up? I love a good rave, or at least I used to. What's going on, man? Oh, man, I gotta look at this one. It's more in time. Peekaboo! Pika Booster. Pika Booster. Boom! About not talking much meds in general. Yeah, I would have just... Anyway, you know, Real One. As a matter of fact, that's the other thing that I need to do, except I need to do maintenance. So, what we... What up, B? All kinds of chat activity. Wow, laundry and video edit day. Sterling, I know you got a bunch of footage from the Legends race. How's that going? Are you getting anywhere with it, or just frustrated? I know you know what you're doing, but the hardest part for me on those multi-camera things is getting everything onto the timeline and synced up, which I think the GoPros help with that, maybe. I don't know. Once it's all synced up, I usually can chop through it at the same rate as anything else and then just go back and figure out which cameras I want to use. I slept till noon. Good for you, bro. I know you were up late. Raspberry Hedgehog, welcome in. So much to edit. Yeah, I again, being part of that community, I have an inside track to what you've got. A lot of these people don't know, but basically they went to a race and did a multi-camera setup in multiple cars and outside on the track looking in. So what's that hat you got on, Schmokes? Ha! This is my new Harry Mack hat that is re-flat billing itself, so I really need to roll it better. But that's the new Harry Mack drop that I ordered it months ago, but it just, it hadn't come out yet. Where is my knife? I keep reaching for my knife and it's not there. So yeah, new Harry Mack hat. I had to unbox it for DJ Real One before he went to work. Power Director has a good sync tool. I think that whatever it is I use, DaVinci Resolve does too. I'm still yelling. I'm sorry, y'all. I think that DaVinci Resolve does too, but it's a paid thing, and I don't have the paid version. I only use the free version. Nice Beetle, thank you. As a matter of fact, here, because I'm loading up some lavender aromatherapy I'm going to switch you to Beetle Cam, which is not on the Beetle anymore. Drone mode. There you go. And then we'll talk about this. That is a 1965 Volkswagen Beetle. His name is Mr. Hancock. If you can't figure out why, then, well, I don't know. That's too bad. Many bugs are known as Herbie because of Herbie the Love Bug, and Herbie Hancock I think he might be still around, a musician. So, instead of Herbie, my bug is called Mr. Hancock. But it has a 1973 1600 dual port engine in it. It runs and drives and is legal and insured. I have not driven it any long distances yet. I've taken it to a car show and I take it to the store somewhat regularly. The sound effects on point, drone view. Oh, Smoke, is it a stick shift? Yes, they all air-cooled Volkswagens are stick shift. They had an automatic that it was just a clutchless shift, basically. But the previous owner basically took this car completely apart with, you know, the fantasy of he's going to restore it. And then he put it under a cover in his backyard. He did, however, get fresh floor pans in it before he did that. The problem is that in Florida, those fresh floor pans completely rotted out. Here's more drone mode for you. Let me get a light in here. From the inside out, because the cover turned the car into a terrarium. And basically it just created a huge moisture ball. And like I said, it rusted out the brand new pans from the inside out. What am I looking for? A light. Oh, I am the light. MC Light. Light. Detached drone mode. So yeah, the floor is actually very holy. But the funny thing is that from underneath it's actually black and has a factory sticker on it, unfortunately. He also cut out a bunch of metal, which I have started to repair, but I don't have any sheet metal welding experience, so I am learning as I go. And there is about 4 videos, I believe, of me fixing this A-pillar. And it still needs a lot of work, but now the door opens and closes, which is really convenient. But like I said, it does run and drive. It's an ongoing project. The vlog mode. I'm a vlogger. I want to switch back to that other camera. The point is that it is an ongoing, a drivable project. And I'm going to check the chat once I switch back to that. All right, that's a fantastic man spread in your thumbnail. How can someone not click? I put that up just because it was the first thing that was on the screen, and then I looked at it afterwards and was like, oh my God, what a terrible thumbnail. I'm way behind. Here we are. Here's the hat. Yeah, Sterling, be patient with that editing. Fantastic. Hi, by the way, Adam. Welcome in. My friend's is named Herb. Oh, I wasn't as far back as I thought. Florida man can't have anything nice. Oh, the holy floor needed the light. We're 2 steps off from quoting scripture. Yeah, nope, no religion, no politics. But yeah, it needs floor pans without question, and it needs heater channels without question. To be frank, where I'm at with it is I can't afford to do that right now. As the channel grows, if we get the budget, then I will approach that, but I'd rather have it drivable and enjoyable. Tea's ready. I'll catch you later. Right on, Raspberry Hedgehog. Thank you for coming in. Good to see you. I normally just call you Hedgehog, but I don't know why I'm reading your whole name, because it's there on the screen. I need to find a hair tie. So there. Raspberry. Could be raspberry. Lavender aromatherapy vaporizing tool. Nothing wrong doing this on YouTube. I embrace the rust now. I live close to the water. Oh, have you not seen my shirt? That's the first smoke shop logo, or first smoke shop shirt. I live close to the water. Yeah, so that's no bueno. The salt. I don't know where you're at, but if you're in Florida or anywhere near the ocean, yeah, I think that may be some of what affected this car. Or I mean, who knows? I don't know its history. It could be from up north. We've got rust. Heading to lunch and then watching the game. Is that our wonderful Jaguars? Good luck. Thanks for coming in, Renegade. Enjoy lunch. With my car, the rust is the only thing holding it together. Well, a lot of y'all are from up north, and it's the damn road salt rust. Thankfully, I don't have to deal with that, but you know, if the car is not put together correctly or put away correctly, then it does it here too because of the humidity. But I've actually there is a 1971, I believe, camper van on Marketplace right now for like $1,500. It's really not that bad, and it's actually a friend of mine's dad. But the last thing I need is to blow my entire reserve on another project. But that's what I would rather have is a bus. Rust is strong. Well, I have patched to get some structural integrity. I have patched some parts on the floor, and I patched some in the wheel arch. I just used license plates on the wheel arch with screws. But I'll be spending more time on that. I've just got so many projects in such a small budget that I just kind of take nibbles on things as I can afford to buy a part, or if it doesn't need any money. You know, like the bikes, the scooters, I need to order some parts for. Basically, I got a lot of things on a standstill. So there's going to be some shifting here in the near future, but what's up, Taylor? Welcome in. Just arisen from the crypt. Hey, everybody. Howdy, Smoke. Good morning to you, Taylor. I love my school bus. I just need to figure out how to take some of those seats out of it. My new favorite headache. Yeah, we need to get sick bastard in a school bus. Getting the seats out is relatively easy. It's what to do with them once you get them out is the problem, from what I've heard. But yeah, a lot of the old school buses have that international drivetrain that's in that 93 F350 I've got. Oh, sorry. It's vapor, but it's still hot. Ooh, I got a cough. Sorry. Sorry about that. Anyhow, yeah. So, you know, the bug is going to be an ongoing project no matter what. The two matching blue scooters here, I would like to get them done and have them reliable, start and run rideable, and then sell those off. Or trade them, but I'd rather, well, I was going to say I'd rather get the cash, but a good trade is also good. I mean, I've gotten very far with a good trade. Picked up an older vehicle the other day with more rust than paint. It held strong. Picked up a newer all-plastic vehicle. The plastic panel's cracked. Pushed up into the door. And the door popped out of place. Oh, well, you know, the thing with that is your where your lift arms are a lot of times. I had somebody screw up my Eurovan because they put the lift arms in the wrong place, and you know, there's a lot of damage actually because in unibody cars, yeah, that can create major issues. We actually had a Honda come in years ago when I was working in a shop that the insurance company had totaled it. It was like a year or 2 years old, but it was just tweaked, and they put these laser things on it and said, nope, it's totaled. And it's like the car was fine, but there was some sort of structural thing that was out of adjustment. Oh, absolutely, wake up. That's why I drive a truck with a ladder frame. But on the same token, the monocoque bodies and the, you know, the unit, whatever I'm saying, unit body cars, there's a lot of engineering that goes into that. But no, older is better, no question about it. Anything 80s or before, or I would say, my personal preference, I would say like 85 and below. Because I think 85 is when they started adding third eye brake lights and all the safety crap and all the emissions crap started really coming into play. I was on the pinch welds that were under the plastic panels that hung over the pinch welds. Yeah. No, I'd prefer, I mean, I drive a 2016 Toyota Tacoma and I love it, but it was in basically, my mom bought it for me on her deathbed. Otherwise, I'd still be driving the 1993 Volkswagen Eurovan I have out there that I was just talking about. Or older. I prefer older vehicles. They're easier to work on. I mean, that being said, there's a lot to the plug and play crap, but when the sensors and stuff start failing, then you're just starting to chase things. It can get really ridiculous. Stream health's looking good today, y'all. I'm gonna go back over here and look at this saw project that I have set up, just to prove that I have no niche and I will not niche down. We're gonna go look at something completely different, and you're gonna like it, kids. We're gonna switch to that camera, right? Yep. I'm so good. Let's get rid of this box. So I cannot see the chat as well from over here. I will say 04 Chevy Impala can hold up against several deer. I know for an absolute fact. New engineering techniques are like a labyrinth. Every vehicle is different. Even same vehicle, different year. Yeah, and you know, I'm all about what Henry Ford was doing back in the day, you know? Everything's interchangeable. But capitalism, that doesn't work for capitalism. Again, not to get into politics, but anywho. So, what I have here is there's a video on my channel, not one of my best videos, not very old, but a relatively early video, in which I decided that I needed a table for this bandsaw. This is a metal cutting bandsaw for cutting some panels to work on the Volkswagen, as a matter of fact. I just want to see what that angle is, what we're even looking at here. And so I made this, and I had it kind of rigged up to where it would work and would sit flat, knowing that in the future I needed to put some adjustable feet under there to get everything to level out. And then I'm going to screw everything together. But theoretically, I should be able to remove these two screws, take the table off, and remove the whole thing and still use it as a portable portaband, which is what it is. You know, there are plenty of tables out here to do this, but part of it was for content and part of it was because I didn't want to spend money on something that I could easily make. So this was actually made from some drawers that didn't work out from the house build. When I say the house build, this is a house as well as a shop. The measurements were off, or I forget exactly why, but these didn't get used. So basically I just stacked 2 of them, or actually I think I just cut it in half and double stacked it, and that was my base, and went from there. So it's an interesting video, but I think maybe what we'll do is we'll take this, and even though it's plywood, we'll put some feet into it. Check the chat. Oh my gosh, stuff has happened. Something about veggies. Welcome in, Whitland Monkeys. I gotta catch up, it looks like. Engineering techniques, right? You're gonna do what I say, and you're gonna like it now. Eat your veggies. Yeah, welcome in, Whitland Monkeys. Road King, what's up, Roadie? So yeah, excuse me. I think we're just going to give this a once over and confirm that I could do what I wanted to do. The other thing we could do is just put some boards underneath it, obviously. But I like the idea of having the little feet. If I didn't complete the thought, the main issue that I've got with this idea right now is the fact that this is plywood. And going into the end grain of plywood, I already know this is not going to be a very long-term stable thing. So once again, I think I'm going to reassess this. I think what I'll do is just grab a couple pieces of wood. A couple pieces of wood, y'all. And then we could glue and screw that, I guess, to the bottom. This is probably why I didn't do this on camera before, because I got to think it through. On the same token, it's really not going to be that abused. I think if I drill it out and put these in here, it'll be fine, especially if I throw some glue in there. Let's do that, and if it boogers the whole thing up, then I'll fix it later. That sounds like a great idea. Good idea, Smoke. So we're gonna just lay that on its side. And realistically, it doesn't matter which is the top and which is the bottom. So we're just gonna mark this out, get a drill, and do that. Bing. Hey, road. All right, I'll catch you later. Stay safe, everyone. Have fun. All right, well, thanks for stopping in, Whitland Monkeys. I don't know if Wake Up threw your link up there, or if anybody did, but
y'all make some noise for my brothers.
Yep, he sure did. Man, Wake Up's my new super mod.
3 years ago. Y'all make some noise for fucking Bakey's.
What am I looking for? Oh, I should probably figure out what size drill bit I need, huh? Road King. Centered 3/16 inch diameter starter hole. Determine if your furniture leg is made of softwood or hardwood. For softwood, drill a 23/64 inch diameter hole, 1 1/8 inch deep. For hardwood, so we want 23/64. 3/16 and 23/64. Yeah, okay. Because I'm sure that's going to be real available here. 3/16 shouldn't be an issue. 23/64. I mean, I might get lucky. That's probably going to be one of those drill bits that's just slap wore out. These guys sound sort of like fish. Oh wait. Oh man. Is that it? No, that's 25. 23/64. Hey guys, we have a 23/64 bit. and it looks like it's not totally destroyed. All right, we're on the road. On the road to project completion. What's going on, Mike Ball? Welcome in, Supermod. Good afternoon here. Hope all is well. Oh my goodness, too many bad jokes, but I'm trying to be nice. Oh, Crystal Man, you can be you. Don't worry about that. I believe Insane Wheels, Mike Ball, I believe he's out in California. So yeah, he's still good morning, I think, huh? I love how it allows me to view everyone's channels. That's so wonderful. Yeah, wake up. That's why a lot of people give everybody a wrench. I have a different school of thought, and I've seen problems caused by giving everybody a wrench. So instead, I tell my wrench holders to post everybody's links. But anyway, let's switch back over to the other camera, and we will... Well, I guess I need a drill first. So first we'll grab a drill. Drilling. We have juice. We have 3 juice bars. Yay! All right, let's switch to the other camera, or we could do it remotely. As soon as I find my mouse pointer, we're going to that scene. And I guess I could just bring it up here, and then I could see the chat, right? Right. Yep. Hey, Mike, what's up? Yep, cool. We have chat here now. All right, everybody, we're good. Double check, make sure the stream is at least doing something right. It's doing something. So again, basically I'm going into end grain on plywood, this is a terrible idea, but we're gonna do it anyway, just because whatever, I can fix it. I could fix it later. And everyone loves the hardwood, but nobody likes it being slapped out there. I was holding that in for too long. Yeah, man, be you, Crystal. This is Smoke Shop, man. I'm doing lavender aromatherapy and all kinds of crazy stuff in here. Only thing I do not allow is hate. I don't want politics. I don't want religion in here. I don't want bad vibes in here. We're here to have a good time. I'm gonna go, I guess, about an inch in from the end. And for those of you who did not, I guess I should pay attention to how deep I go. For those of you who did not catch it, this is a base for a porta-band. Make it into a bandsaw type table. Excuse me. I want to check real quick and see how deep they wanted me to put it in there, Crystal. Of course, I don't know what I did with the damn paper, so. Or is that it right there? Commercial electric. No, that's not it. Oh, it's right there. It's right there. Silly smoke. Oh, I almost fell. Inch and an 1/8 deep. Okay. We could do that. Matter of fact, that's about that deep. Oh, I do have tape here. I thought so. I have nothing else on the top of my head to say. I don't know what I was about to say. Which is why I don't usually work on a project. I usually just focus on the chat. But there's enough people in the chat room that y'all can probably entertain yourself. Again, we're going to go about an inch in from the end. This music, I don't remember the name of the band. It's from the Maple Bar in New Orleans. They play live music at least 4 nights a week. And as this was an album release party, I'm thinking that I should probably not get a copyright strike. And if I do, it's not the end of the world. Or, well, I don't want a copyright strike at all. Y'all know what I mean. So anyway, it's, see if I can see what the band name is again. Try to have the humor of the 41-year-old woman that I am, but somehow it keeps coming out like a 12-year-old boy. Well, Mama, you know, I'm 52 now, and I have the same problem. Bakey's Brew is the name of the band. Bakey's Brew. Right to the show. What's being built? How deep do we go? Well, that's as bad as my humor. What we are building, Road, is it's already been built. It's basically just a base for a portaband to use it as a table, as a, you know, for cutting out shapes of sheet metal for the Volkswagen, basically, is why I did this. And I didn't buy one because I didn't want to spend my hard-earned money on somebody else's fabricated thing that I could fabricate myself out of the scrap wood that I have all over the place from building this house. So what we're doing is we're just installing some adjustable feet because this has been sitting in a half-built state for months. But we're doing it into the end grain of plywood, so it's not going to last 10 minutes. But it's content, and it's something that needs to be done. I should have been more mindful about centering up the holes and all that, but you know, it's not a super important structural thing. But I'm not a cabinet carpenter anyway. Although my framing got comments from the inspectors like they'd never seen anything framed so carefully. Like, dude, I was told to build things right, overbuild. Oh, I said I was going to maybe put some glue in here, but I don't think it needs it. Let me find my little hammer. Hammer drawer. One of these is a hammer drawer. One of these days I'll figure it out. There it is. Checking the chat. Nice. Working on music, listening to Schmoke, listening to music, and working. Ha! It's Inception. So I built this hammer in junior high school. Many of you have heard the story. Junior high school metal shop many, many years ago from raw materials. And unfortunately, I've never used a metal lathe since then. One of these days we'll get to that level. But he's my favorite little tappy tap hammer for stuff like that. He's been with me for a long time through a lot of shops and sheds. But this, what I have right here, was I built this with my own two hands pretty much. I had a company come in and build the metal building. But inside there, my residence, I framed that out myself. And you know, I outsourced the sheetrock, but I did the tile. You know, I didn't do everything, but I was the contractor, basically. I don't know what my point of saying that was. Oh, as far as this shop, yeah, this has been a fantasy for a long time. And basically, I have the ultimate bachelor pad that I built myself. But it took me over a year to get comfortable coming out here and enjoying it because it was such a stressful experience building it. The most stressful thing I've ever done in my life. All right, let's screw our little feet in. Yeah, I think this is going to be fine because it's not going to get abused a bunch. But I would never recommend putting something like this into the end grain of plywood, especially if it's like a big table or something that's going to be moved around a lot, because eventually these legs are going to move and it's just going to destroy the plywood. But with this little small saw, just taking it off the shelf and putting it on the table, I think it'll be fine. Check the chat. Checking the chat, checking the chat. Wake up, that's brilliant. That's the lyrics for the new song. You're lucky you said you're not a cabinet carpenter, because that was the next line of actual serious questions I had. I want to turn the underside of a staircase into a set of shelves someday. Well, when I say cabinet carpenter, I just mean the precision and all that. I'm more like estimation and get it put together. I have some very close friends that the guy that these shelves are from, or these drawers, did my kitchen cabinets, and we made them out of plywood, or not plywood, but pallet wood. But it frustrated him because I just wanted a rustic cabinet and he was trying to make precision stuff. I bet, Schmoke, that's a huge undertaking. You seem to be doing very well with it, stressful or not. Oh, well, I wasn't filming that part. Thank you, though. One of these days I'll get it cleaned up good enough. I mean, we could walk through it now. I've got it straightened up because Shaggy Man's here, but there's a bunch of finish work that I need to do, trim work and literal finish work, finishing things, before I do another walkthrough. There is a video on my channel of the, again, it's another early video, so the edit kind of sucks, and, oh, I'm doing this backwards. The edit kind of sucks. It's not very good footage because I was not doing YouTube at the time. But it's the basic walkthrough of the concept of the build and a slideshow of the build, kind of. So there we go. Now if we screw that deck down, we've got a nice stable work surface, which is all we were trying to accomplish. So again, I could measure this out, or I could just kind of estimate it and screw it down. Just because y'all are watching, we'll measure it out. And I got to get the drill bit anyway. And some screws, for that matter. So here's that. Countersinking deck for deck screws. So yeah, Crystal, the plan is hopefully I should be able to make, especially this was what it ended up being, was the YouTube thing. I should be able to make enough money out of this building to pay the bills here. I did not last year. I mean, I did, but definitely not from YouTube. That's another bag of future project parts. I don't know, oh, because it's not playing. Trying to figure out why the chat keeps going away. So where are we at? Only class I failed in high school was machine shop, and that's what I ended up doing for work my whole life. Differences between me and the teacher. Yeah, that sucks, Rody. I mean, I don't really hide things here. My parents expected me to go to college. So when I expressed a desire to go into trade school, they completely were against it and basically guided me out of it. And that was the beginning of a terrible relationship. But to this day, I'm now 52 years old and still trying to learn the things that I wanted to learn when I was 15. I have learned a lot of them, but it's funny how that works out. I'm going to find some deck screws, 1.5 inches or something real quick. I will be right back. Or I guess you could watch. Because if you're new to the show, you haven't seen the hardware department. Drone mode. Bing. Welcome to the hardware store at Smoke Shop. When people ask, why do you keep all that crap? It's because I have all this crap. So anything that I need is pretty much available here. I don't always know where it is. Oh. Carb cleaner? Or, actually that's gas. Never mind. Woo! From a previous project. I might actually have to go in here because I don't think I have any shorties. So we may end up using some used ones. But that's okay. One more. Come on. I got one more. Give me one more. Just one more. Thank you. Sweet. One of these days I need to go through this whole thing and reorganize it again. This was one of the first areas that I put together for working on the project. But I need more space, more shelves, more organization for all that crap. Oh, we're back over here. We'll switch to this camera for a moment. And welcome in, Dragon. CB, what's going on? I'm way behind, it looks like. Yeah, our educational system is going to shit. Anyway, again, I'm not getting into any of that. Y'all can, but stable is not a word I use to describe me. Me either. Hey to all, good morning, everyone. I don't think I need these for that. How's everybody doing? Everybody saying hi, 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 hi. Welcome in, everybody. What I am now looking for is the driver as opposed to the drill. We already have the drill. And the driver is up here with a big old battery. He's got 2 bars. He'll be all right. Now we need a bit. A bit. We need a bit. We need a bit. A bit. A bit. A bit. A bit. A bit. There's a bit. That's the right bit. Looks like it. Oh yeah. Oh, camera change. Hey. Switching back to that camera. And I still need to get a damn hair tie because my hair being down right now is not keeping me cool. I mean, it's keeping me cool, like cool. But temperature-wise, not so much. What else am I looking for, kids? Y'all saw me walk over here and I was almost ready. Oh, tape measure, because we were going to measure it instead of estimating. Which is why I just estimated. That's an awful big tape measure you've got there, mister. Oh, Lord. Wow, nailed it. Yep, 1 inch, 1 inch. That's why I don't bother. Because I'm already amazing. He's amazing. Welcome to Smoke Shop. I am kidding. I mean, I know I'm amazing, but I'm not that egotistical. Confidence and pride, man. 2 different things. 2 different things. I'm pretty much down with that. Let's do it. We're gonna do that same, inch or so in. I may go a little bit further. We'll go there. How about right there? That looks like a good spot. I think we'll go ahead and put a screw in that before anything moves around. How far back do we go? About there. Actually, it's there.
On the skins and metal back there, all dinner sound. Hold down B-Town.
Hair tie too.
Man, it's such an honor for us to be here with all of y'all.
Hey, wake up! Thank you, Smokes. It sounds like you need to start taking my garlic elixir.
Cool shit.
I'm giving it a try. I'll do it first. I'll tell you if it works. It's supposed to help with memory and all that. Oh, you'd be surprised how many of my friends call me to ask me things that they've forgotten, and I'm the stoner. That always trips me out. No, my memory's good. The short-term memory loss, yeah, I mean, that's... What was I coming in the room for? Yeah, that's just old. hair's as long as mine, noise. Not on the top, it's not. Used to be. 1 inch can go a long way if you do it right. Just clean the bong very well. Good. Bong maintenance is very important, sick. Or else it'll get you sick. Sick, it's been so long since I used one of those. Now you're making me daydream. Oh, there's no better way, man. And my next investment is a better aromatherapy vaporizer device to do the dry herb vaporization that has better airflow and will work with a water pipe, and there's nothing that can touch that. It's just like breathing air, except it gets you really happy. There's no throat scratchiness or anything. So that is actually an investment I'm going to be making soon. I'm actually waiting for, there's a teaser on the website for the device that I currently use, that there's a version 2 coming soon. And so I want to see their version 2 before I invest in somebody else's product, since I'm very pleased with the product, with the device that I use now. If y'all are following me. Glass for life. Well, my the device that I use has a ceramic oven and a glass air path. So it is pretty much 100% glass. Just the housing is plastic, and they've got the plastics worked out where they don't off-gas anymore, theoretically. Hope everyone has a great day. Dragging you out of here? Okay, well, thank you for coming in. I don't remember if I suffer from short-term memory loss or not. I forgot. Yeah, I hear you. What were we talking about? See. All right, so guess what we made, guys? It's a bandsaw stand for your portable bandsaw, and then you could cut things with it. The biggest issue that we've got now is that the saw being on the back is making it a little bit back heavy, whereas before the cord was preventing that from happening. But again, that could easily be remedied with just a wedge or something that goes under there. But even still, I mean, it's stable. As far as the work surface, I mean, if I was working this, until I get way on the back, then it could be an issue. But like in the area where you're actually going to be working, I don't see it being an issue. And it gets us off this damn table. So yay! Everyone give Schmoke a round of applause. He's on the right camera even, so that was cool. All right. Cleaning house and listening. Right on, Dragon. I didn't see in the chat. It looked like you were saying bye, but I guess not. You were just wishing everyone a happy day. Thank you. Tried to change my name to the thumbs up and it wouldn't let me. Brilliant, Crystal, but I think they've already figured that out. Guys, I'm gonna switch back to the other camera and I'm gonna run upstairs and grab a hair tie because I am tired of dealing with this. So I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Coffee talk. And you'll hear me. You just can't see me anymore. I'm invisible. You only hear a disembodied voice roaming through a mysterious home that you have no mental image of. Now you're in Schmoke's bathroom. Speaking of glass, while I'm up here, oh, I don't have anything made up. Never mind. Dang it. So much for water-cooled tobacco enjoyment. Three, two, one, and we're back. Are we making video game music? Boing, boing. Sorry, it just sounded like video game music. What's one more disembodied voice? Shh, don't tell them. That's funny, Crystal. Hit me, hit me. I'm actually going to open the door and get some cool air in here. This is not a heated shop, but it is insulated. So without any air movement, it can get stale. All right, we completed a project, guys. Do we have any room on the shelf? Not really. We would if I got rid of that useless computer that's not totally useless. What camera are we on? There we are. One concurrent viewer. Huh. Okay. Well, I know I have several people in chat, so I don't know how there can only be one person watching. Oh, that says 5. Okay. What happened? Lots of stuff. It's a me, Mario. You can put a little L bracket at the base and clamp it. Clamp it to the edge. Yep. Yeah, just even a board on the back there. Excuse me. Oh, wake up. I don't think Adam's got any content. I haven't checked in a minute. I think there was a couple of videos of some of our old bartenders. Wish you could change my picture to the thumb. Crystal is going to figure out the hack. All right. So, yeah, let me, as I do not need that there, and part of the reason, the purpose for doing it was to get it out of the way. We'll go to let's try and speak again. We'll go to reorganization mode. Are they going on a set break? Do I need to switch to the other?
Open to suggestions.
Sophia, welcome in. Carney, welcome in. How are you, brother? Good morning, I would say, huh? Good afternoon to Sophia. How late am I? You're never late. It's good to see you whenever you get in here. I've been going since noon, so an hour and 10 minutes or so. I got my new hat from Harry Mack that I had ordered and immediately bent the flat brim and left the sticker on to piss DJ Real One off. I finished a little project that we're about to make room for on the shelf. And otherwise, just the normal random chaos. A little bit of lavender aromatherapy, you know. Silly YouTube. Oh, Crystal is trying to figure out the hack to solve the algorithm, to beat the algorithm. About an hour, always on time, Sophia. So, I'm going to wake up with the link share. Wake Up is our newest mod. He earned it by being the first person in the chat this morning, and he has other brownie points for other things that he's done. So, plus he's a regular. And that was the last of my lunchtime Dr. Pepper that some of my regular viewers know about. I try not to drink a lot of soda, but I usually have one with lunch. So let's switch to that other camera, utilizing the camera switching technology. Technology. Irina, welcome in. We needed you the other night. Someone was speaking in Russian, but I think we figured it out. Somebody Google searched it. I think Taylor Google searched it, and we figured out what they were saying. I don't even remember whose channel that was in. Anyway, sorry if I'm blocking the camera. We're going to reorganize some of this and get that saw up here so that it is not in the way. What we have up here is a small belt and disc sander, an old computer that I can copy DVDs or stuff in. And this is actually a whetstone sharpener. I know a lot of my wood crafting people could use that for sharpening things, but it needs work. The water pump is not working. One of these days we'll work on that. Here's some rags. I'm just holding on to them. I'll put them in the rag bag. Anyhow, so yeah, small belt disc sander. This is a bench grinder with a wire wheel on it. This is a metal chop saw that Shaggy Mane actually gifted to me when he moved. And I believe I have used it once, but it is a very handy tool and will absolutely be used in the future. This is a two polishing wheels. Oh gosh, this is my little light that I made. And then we have another belt sander, disc sander, and then a small benchtop wood bladed bandsaw, to which we are going to add this really sounds like my old band, that's crazy, a portaband mounted to a wooden table for metal cutting, and he's going to fit right there perfectly. And now he's not taking up space on the table like he was. However, he's hitting the stabilizer bar. So we'll, for now, turn him that way and do that for now. Checking the chat, checking the chat. Switching the cam, switching the cam. Camera switch, ha! Listening but preparing food. Yeah, you're at dinner time, man. Dinner, dinner, dinner. Dinner, dinner, chicken winner. What? I tried to learn Russian, left me shaking my head, and I'm gonna try again. Google Taylor, always at the ready. Yeah, I'm a researcher too, Taylor. I'm sure you've seen it. 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. is my only consumption time. I try not to intake anything but water, coffee, or vitamin water mix. Right on. It's good to be mindful of what you're doing to your body. Split view will help you do things, whatever. Split view is just going to take more resources and screw up my internet connection. So what else we got going on here? What do we got? I have a list somewhere. We can scratch that off. Look, guys. You can't necessarily see all of this, but you can see that at least. Bandsaw wrap up. Can you see that? Bandsaw wrap up. We're gonna strike that out. We struck it out of the list. Yep. Pretty amazing. That Schmoke shop, man. Sometimes he accomplishes something. Sometimes. Other times, he doesn't. It's okay, though. I'm glad I took that leave, because my back feels better. What you cooking, Sophia? The like button. Crystal, I am so glad that I got to witness this and that you did it on my channel. I'm going to tell this story forever. Yes, and I don't think you can change it again for 10 days. Welcome in, Crystal Kitten. There will be no more confusion between you and the other Crystal, because she is now the like button. That's so awesome. That is great. That is the most awesome thing I think I've ever seen on YouTube. Witnessed in my own channel. That was awesome.
All right, next song.
She's the like button now.
Y'all, thanks so
The
much
like
for hanging out.
button.1. So did it change your channel name and everything? Hit me. You know you wanna. Oh, that's awesome. I'll have to. Oh no, your channel name is still Crystal Miller, so that's cool. I'll have to leave it to where you can dub it or whatever, where you can grab it and turn it into a short. Hit me, you know you wanna. Same as last night, chicken gives and potatoes. That is so cool. Brilliant. Now you can just pop into everybody's chat and say, hit me. Oh, God. I don't know what happened to my... Oh, I see what's happening. I see what's happening. I have a temporary resident that is in the chat. But he's got the recycles over here, so we're good. Sorry about the loud noises, y'all. Oh, I don't even know if the camera or the microphone was picked up anymore. Anyhow, I don't know why I had to do that right then. It was just bothering me. OCD and all that, I guess. She's still Crystal Miller. Come on, hit me. Are you afraid to hit me because you're afraid I'll hit you back? I'm going to have so much fun with this. Yes, you are, my friend. Yes, you are. And it makes me want to hit like on my own video. I hope everyone here has. But it really does. It made me immediately want to go hit the like button. It's working! It's working! My friend Crystal, yeah, she's the like button. She's pretty cool. Oh, man. You guys are all my inspiration for this. You don't want to know how many times I've tried to figure this out. Well, I'm glad we could help. Hey, if there's one thing that I, beyond the bubble in my throat, if there's one thing that I totally encourage, it's ridiculousness. Oh, and spinach. Forgot about the healthy bit. Yeah. Spinach. I like spinach, actually. This is the table that comes with the portaband saw. If you do, years of working on ladders. If you do this project, I recommend that you keep track of the screws and the original part. Because otherwise, it won't work as it was originally intended to work, as a portaband. I'm not a guitar player, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. No, I didn't. Oh, I don't think any of my wood craftsmen are in here, but they always show off their hatchets. And somebody was showing off it might have been actually Sophia, as a matter of fact. And I mentioned that I had a synthetic one also. This is a Fiskars X7. It's actually hollow. And I guess it absorbs a lot of the shock or whatever. This has been my camping hatchet for years. It's a good little unit. Good little unit. I like it. Doo-doo. He said doo-doo. Well, I was called Olive when younger, Popeye and all. Yeah. So I don't know if any of you have ever seen or follow Adam the Woo, but his original channel had a theme song. Adam the Woo goes on adventures for you. You don't even ask your mom. Anyway, Adam the Woo is one of my earliest YouTube channels, and he is one of the first vloggers and all that stuff. And he, to this day, does a daily video. And he currently, I believe it was his video from yesterday, is visiting wherever the town is it Kiev or someplace, where they filmed the original Popeye movie with Robin Williams. That town is the longest standing purpose-built set of a full city. And I guess it's still standing to this day because his thumbnail is the little town that movie was in. That's my point. What the hell? The like button is in my chat? All I got to say to you, do, da da da. But anyways, yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. It's I can't remember the name of the town or anything, but it was when I saw his thumbnail, I was like, holy cow, is that what I think it is? And it is, because he's a big movie buff. So he went over there and is in Popeye Town, whatever it's called. Yeah, that thing closes good. Cool. Cool, Daddy-O. Cool. What else do we have? We have stuff. Stuff that I bought for future projects, including an 1.5" Forstner bit. Uh-oh. It's starting to rain. It might get really loud in here. And, oh, I forgot I got that. A desoldering tool. Because one of these days, I have a couple vintage synthesizers that I would like to try and get working. So that's something else that we're gonna have to learn together. And a little handle. I think that's gonna go on the outside of the barn door going into the office. I think it would work, but I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure we're beyond the return window on any of that. Gosh, now I'm using the iPad while watching you on the phone. I'm hitting up everybody. As the like button. Take the like button's garbage cans on trash day and put them back up against the like button house before the trash trucks get there, and when the trucks pass, put the garbage cans back at the curb. What? I have no idea what you just said, Taylor, but I think you've just completely discombobulated my entire computer. I need a reset. Hey, just so you know, I smashed the like button. Thank you, Shaggermane. I hope you didn't have anything stashed in the recycles, because I just dumped them. Take the like button's garbage cans on trash day and put them back up against the like button house before the trash trucks get there. And when the trucks pass, put the garbage cans back at the curb. I don't know. You broke me, man. If that's something blatantly obvious that's going right over my head, just laugh. Everybody just throw up a laughter emoji. Because I'm completely missing it. What's next, kids? The shop is really actually kind of cleanish, relatively. I know one thing, I should put these drill bits back that I was using and put the tools away, because that's how we keep it clean and organized, right? Right? Right. Let's take the tape off. Unless you can't find the end, in which point we're just going to leave the tape on. Nope, we got it. Yay. What camera am I on? Yep, we're good. I'm really surprised we had that bit. I'm not surprised that I just tried to put it in the wrong place. What was that again, guys? It was something 64. 23 64ths? Yeah, there it is. I'm actually putting it back in the right place even. Man. Future Schmoke is going to be so pleased with me. Did you smash it in the van, Shaggy? It's all good. I can take a joke. not to say it too loud, but my neighbors um, actually usually the trash picks up on Friday, and they usually put their trash out on Monday. And there's like 8 people living in the house, so there's a lot of trash. So all week long the trash stays out. I don't get it. People are weird, man.
Now it's time to take our broadcast a little bit more of a holiday spirit. We've rocked and rocked. Now it's time
I think the noise reduction should work with the rain noises here
to reel in a little
with these
holiday
microphones.
spirit.
Y'all let me know if it gets
What's up,
noisy. It's
everybody?
not noisy
Welcome to
yet.
Holiday TV special. Yell it out right now.
All right, our drills and drivers are put back away, as are all of our
Rugrat
bits.
Hanukkah special for you, Jay.
As a matter of fact, Adam, I did. It's a Mr. Ballin joke, Schmoke. Ah,
Mine was the Charlie
I
Brown
don't know.
special. How y'all feel about that one?
The shaggin' wagon. I tapped that like thing, majiggity bobbity doodah. Beep boop, beep boop. All right, we're going to engage lavender aromatherapy mode. Oh, they're doing, this is definitely going to get us a copyright strike. Especially if they actually play it right. So, considering that so far I think I've probably avoided one, I think I might skip this part, even though y'all are enjoying it because it's familiar. I don't want the copyright strike. I think they're coming out of that now. Thursday I can see, but not Monday. And trash day is Friday. Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, that's... I'm not trying to cause a war with my neighbors.
Happy holidays, everybody.
When I moved down the street, everybody kept their trash cans at the end of the road. Like they didn't take them up by the house. I thought that was very strange, so I made it a point to very obviously take my trash can up to the house after the trash man emptied it. It just, you know, the neighborhood doesn't look quite as trashy. Not that I have a
Y'all make some
crispy,
noise for my
clean
brothers
neighborhood.
right
I
here.
live at the
Baby
end of a
Drew,
bumpy
that's
dirt
right.
road. If any of you have seen any of the videos where I drive the car or the bikes, you've seen my road. But, I mean, I didn't buy this property here to live in the ghetto. I tried to get out of the ghetto. But, you know, do not see you hopped in chat. Well, Adam's kind of a ninja. He's a ninja lurking mod. He's my ninja lurking mod. He's super top secret. The dark corner in the back of the club that's like really shadowy, he's back there. Oh, man. If I haven't said it yet today, I appreciate y'all because it's very easy for my personality to not do anything. And today could have easily been one of those days because of the weather. So I appreciate the motivation to accomplish some things. I'm just going to sit here and relax my back for a moment. I think that's a great idea. He shall remain a secret until necessary. Ninja mod, ninja mod. That's so annoying. I want to catch up. The video is way behind again. I don't know why it does that. It's not way behind. I'm not even in a chair yet on the TV. I've been hanging pictures. That's something I mean, you know, there's always an excuse or whatever, but if I get rid of this damn crashed car and get the camper in here, there's stuff in the camper that I would like to break out, clean up, make sure it doesn't have bugs or anything, because the camper, again, has been unattended for months. And there's stuff in here, too, that, I mean, I could decorate the heck out of my house. I have a lot of really cool stuff. I just, I'm not motivated to do it. I could turn that light on, too. Hey guys, now you can sort of see me a little bit more. Sort of. Man, that's so tasty. Oh, come on, hit me, hit me. You know you want to. Welcome in, Charlie Rose. Where I'm just taking a lavender aromatherapy vaporization break from all the work that we've been doing, he said sarcastically. We were currently just talking about motivation and how easy it is to, on a stormy, rainy day, dreary day, to just not accomplish anything. But having the YouTube channel and doing the live or whatever definitely is a motivator. And we being me and the mouse in my pocket, along with my audience, been working on a little project that we already knocked out, and otherwise just kind of straightening up, organizing, which is an ongoing mission with a shop like this. Double-sided sticky tape. Yep, that's the solution. CB, have you seen my collection? I don't know if you were in for that. I'm just gonna break out the... I think there was another roll somewhere, but I think I might have used it. But anyway, yeah, I got 2 rolls of the good stuff, 3M. That's what, 1.5 inches at least, huh? Woohoo! Got that double-sided. Sticky tape's the best. Smoke, I now got another nickname added to the mix of hundreds of nicknames I got now. Tacoma. Yeah, real one, man. He got stuck on that. But I'm glad you were rolling with it. Yeah, I kept telling him, like, it's Taylor. There, I can't think of. Yes, I can. It was Igor. If you saw him while you were in DJ Real One's chat, Igor K. Real One for months thought it was Elgor K and kept calling him Elgor K. Hanging, not sticking, but it's an option on some.
Everyone's favorite desert junkie.
What did I miss? What I missed? What I missed? Oh yeah, he missed it. Right.
So we're so fucking pumped to be here and playing.
Oh, we've got all kinds of tape. I actually made a tape carrier, a tape tote. But then I discovered that it was a terrible design. Tape tote, tape tote. But you got to pull out the dowel every time to get to the tape, and then put it back in. But I mean, it just doesn't. It's not a good. It's not a. It's a terrible design. That's all. It's not terrible, but it's not the best. It's terrible. It doesn't even hardly. It's a pain in the ass to get it back on the shelf too. It's a terrible design. Hey Smoke, don't you drive a Tacoma? I do. A Toyota Tacoma. A guy and a dude, man, you and Timmy. Yeah, we tried. And it's funny because I don't know if you know if you've met Tim in other chats, but Tim caught it right off the bat. Timmy. I'm waiting, Taylor. It'll be here Thursday, supposedly. That would piss me off. Well, Sophia, I don't think could be misinterpreted. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess if you don't know, Because I knew Taylor when before YouTube did the name change, so it was Taylor. It was Taylor Comstock. But now that it says Tay, but I mean I don't know any guys named Tay. I know more guys named Taylor actually, I guess, now that I think about it, but that's cannot wrap my mind around it. My rind. What are we doing here? I got 3 different. The one on my phone is like, holy cow, 2 hours behind or something. The like button. Better be pissed off. Those are real words from the like button. And if that doesn't mean anything, then you don't even care. I think Sophia is talking about the tape dispenser. I thought you were talking about calling her. That would piss me off. Yeah, well, I don't use it enough to where it bothers me, but yeah, I could see where. Yeah. Like I said, it's not a very good design. But it got all the tape into one place, except for all this. So it's not even accomplishing what it was supposed to accomplish. That's the even more sad part. But all that being said, this is more organized than I have ever been in my life. I have pictures somewhere of a previous man cave where there was so much crap piled on my desk that it actually fell down. Like a stuff-a-lanch is what it was called. Golden showers are not permitted beyond this point. Burn it. Oh, come on, it's not that bad. I guess I could put it all in a box or a bin, because I got those too. Oh, we could put it all into a tape bin, or a tape bin, or a cup of tape, or a tray. We can have a tape tray. Tape tray. Tape tray. It's not a paint tray, it's a tape tray. I got all kinds of grand schemes in my mind. I almost died again. I'm gonna kick every time I walk past it. I'm gonna leave that alone. No, I'm not. You're more than welcome to. If you're ever here, you can kick it, you can burn it. Just get all the rolls of tape off of it before you totally destroy it. That's funny. That's why it's tucked back here. so you don't see it unless you go back here into the secret realm of the tape. The secret realm of tape and stuff. Hell, I just found my steel wool. I was looking for that because it should be up here. Which is why there's now another package of steel wool. It's alright. We got plenty of metal work to do. Give that tape dispenser away on a channel giveaway and let somebody else burn it. Oh, Sophia already won it. I don't even have to have a giveaway. I just got to figure out if I'm going to mail something to Wales, it's got to be like just one huge package with all the stuff I need to get overseas, and then she can distribute it from there. Luckily, that's not really a huge issue yet, but yeah, that is Sophia's tape dispenser. I might even have to label it. I'll call it Sonia's tape dispenser. 143. Oh man, these guys are pretty good. They're not. I can't hear it that well. They're pretty good though. They were pretty psychedelic. Are they still psychedelic? Oh, I know why I did that. I'm on a different window. Yep, they're still psychedelic. Why is it only showing part of it? That's weird. That's really weird. Huh. Fucking knew he was gonna say Sonia. That's Sonia's tape dispenser. Like no one is called Sonia except singer Sonia. Oh shit, now that's on full screen and I can't see the chat anymore. How do I escape it? Oh no, I can't see the chat up there. There. Haha, I won. We could make the menus for Sonia's Soup Kitchen out of tape. Since I have plenty of tape. What else do I have? Let's explore Smoke's crap. Probably a good idea. I have an oil cooler. Oh God. Or a transmission cooler. I guess it's an oil cooler or a transmission. I mean, a transmission cooler is an oil cooler actually. But I could use this with the bug actually, probably. And here's a box for a ring set, I think. Yeah, ring tools. I don't know why they aren't in the box, but whatever. That's not really that interesting for you. Here's a carburetor, because you got to keep it carbureted. Oh my God. How to throw your back out in one simple step. This is I guess a quadrajet. Huh. Quadrajet. Yep, this is a quadrajet. Or as many mechanics refer to them, a quadrajunk. Obviously it needs a complete rebuild and everything, but I kept it because I can do that. And even though a lot of people don't like them, if somebody is restoring an old GM car and they want a factory carburetor, that's what they need. Here's a knife. I need to clean it up. Can y'all even see that far? Not really. It's rusty. A friend of mine's dad made this. I've shown it many times. Excuse me. I also have, I don't know, stuff. Lots of stuff. Here's an empty case. Oh. Yeah, this is something that I need to do. Because here's a bunch of a bucket with some lids in it. That should go in the organization department. We're going to make another shelf. Because these are empty too, huh? Yep, all this is empty. So that goes in that department now. Here's some dried up liquid nails. I guarantee is totally dried up. Maybe not. I don't know why I'm listening to it. It doesn't sound dried up. Smoke's getting wide enough to play Santa. Yep. I'm old. It's official. I'm not old. I'm wiser. Here's a set of here's a set of coveralls. Where should this be? Probably down here. Okay, that's where that is. I'm about to have an empty shelf. This is crazy. You guys, you're so helpful. What should I do with my caulk? I mean, I got my caulk in my hand. Bucket of lids. Yep. It's the, I'm not a hoarder in me. I'm a collector. I am ready. I am prepared. You never know when you might need a lid for something. Gosh, give me a hard time. I don't know what to do with this. It doesn't really have a home. Maybe it does. It might have a home up there somewhere. This is another familiar song. How long till I get a copyright strike or a whatever it's called, a claim? This can go in here. Yeah, that can go in there. It's kind of the fluids department, which is another cabinet that needs to be bigger. 8 should be considered a high score. This is what kids need to learn. Oh, well, they do, but they have to get older. I mean, just like we did. You don't figure it out till you're older. I'm just broken, wake up. Ain't gonna be empty for long. Nope, absolutely not. Welcome in, Mountain Woman. Thank you. Good to see you, Mama. You know, again, a lot of this stuff was the first wave of organization. Like, this is the foam liners from the box that I used for my pannier box or whatever they're called, my little side box on the Enduro on this bike. Which we could have actually worked on that today, but whatever. I've done so much content on that damn bike without getting anywhere, I didn't really want to. I think that's just going to be a me sitting down and knocking that out thing. Where's the foam department, y'all? Do we have a foam department? We actually do. It's back here.
All right. We wrote that song about pizza, believe it or not.
That's the foam department.
Is anybody home?
Can somebody send their favorite keyboard player a THC seltzer to the
Oh,
stage?
THC seltzer. That'd be nice. I'd like one too.
A round of THC seltzers. for
It's
baby
me,
boys.
Crystal. Look what I figured out.
Thank you very much.
Yo, we're so pumped that y'all are here, man. This is the coolest thing ever. Getting already.
Nope, Sophia, it definitely would not last for long empty because I have too much stuff or just enough.
For real though about those seltzers. And Jake, what would you like?
This is a bunch of paperwork that I keep rationalizing keeping, and it's not stuff that I want y'all to necessarily see, but there could be some cool stuff in here.
THC
And then there could be some stuff. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff in here. I think I have. Is that what I think it is? No, it's not. Yeah, this is.
But it's still a new song.
This is like the paperwork that you keep forever kind of stuff. Just random stuff. Isn't that funny? I'm assigned to this claim. Oh yeah, this is from my lawsuit. Haha. I was actually just talking with Shaggy Man about this particular file the other day. And how much chiropractor bullshit they put me through to get the settlement from somebody running me off the road into a tree. But anyway. Ha! Here you go. I could show you all this. And the reason everything's in a bag is because of the silverfish that have eaten it. But this is from 1999, second annual Jacksonville Hemp Fest. So this was back when we were trying to get hemp legal so that we could get a foot in the door to legalize marijuana. The problem is that when we got hemp legal, a bunch of capitalists got a hold of it and made it get you high. So then they fought against regular marijuana becoming legal because they were making a shit ton of money off of their fake marijuana that they created in a lab. And now the federal government is going to shut down that shit, and medical marijuana and everything else is probably going to suffer because of the fucking greedy bastards that screwed up the whole fucking thing. Sorry, did I say that out loud? Anyway. Amazingly, there was a wonderful plant that's great medicine that you don't have to fuck with at all. But, nah. We're never going to get access to that because everybody just screwed it all up, being greedy. Sorry, there's a couple subject matters that I am passionate about. And one of them is medicine that grows out of the ground and our freedom to have it. Here's some Xbox controllers. Back to random stuff. Sorry about that. Looks like nobody was particularly offended by that. Okay, don't burn it. I don't really know why I kept these, considering I'm not going to be fixing any Xbox controllers in the near future. Here's some more bins, buckets and bins and bags. We have bags and buckets and bins. Old camel tin. Snake Eyes Scotch. This is when we were hanging out in bars and the cigarette reps would come into the bar. And you give them your email address and they give you free cigarettes. Yay! Here, it's free to kill yourself. Just give us your email address so that we can send you more stuff. Here's a bucket of random things. It's a wrench. I can't even see what size it is. Are they even worth anything? I pulled a working, really nice Xbox 360 out of the dumpster I threw my garbage in yesterday. Moved to where it's legal. I can't, you know that. I'm here because of my dad. Are they even worth anything? I believe the 360s are actually worth something because I think the hackers or something can do something with them. You know how I find out, Carrie. Just look it up on eBay and click the completed listings box. Because if you don't click completed listings, all you're getting is people's fantasy prices. But if you click completed listings, then you see what things actually sold for. That's a common mistake that people make. Oh man, this thing's worth $1 million. I saw one for sale on eBay. Right, but he never sold it. It ended up selling for 50 cents. Don't get me started on eBay. I got hole punchers that are seized up. I mean, yeah, that's scrap metal. Here's one of these. It's like a pruning shear or something, maybe. But yeah, it's got that. There's definitely tools. It's like a bottle opener. I don't know. If anybody knows what tool this is, comment below. Oh, I just chopped my finger off. Not really. Here's another screwdriver. It's a little baby. And look, we have another empty bin. Buckets and bins, buckets and bins. Everybody's got more buckets and bins. Does this have any type of markings or name on it? It does. It probably says Taiwan. Nope, it says Japan. It's some sort of specialized multi-tool. So I want to say that's a bottle opener, and then that's a twist-off bottle opener, and that's some pliers, and then that's some cutters. So it might just be an early multi-tool, but I'll bet it's a specialty tool for something. What happened? The like button. Marlboro gear. I have Marlboro Miles somewhere stashed away. Yep, Marlboro gear. I thought it was legal all through the U.S. Oh no, no, absolutely not. It's not. It's only medically. Here, it's I can get a medical card, but it's not recreational here in Florida. Man, that shop's cool. Thank you, monkeys. I'll walk around it in just a second if you're still in here. I don't see what time it is. Yeah, 3 minutes ago, you're still in here. Me and my buddy had so much Marlboro gear. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I could probably find you a stash of Marlboro bucks. Whatever they're called. No, I totally understand, Sophia. That's why we've talked about this. That's why I like the multicultural aspect of YouTube. I have a Marlboro leather backpack. I've seen it, I believe. You got stickers? I do. If you look up my email is in the channel description. I do not have a store set up yet. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just starting to mention this. I've only mentioned it once before. is if you want to look up my email and drop me your address, I will mail you a sticker or a sticker pack. We'll say that for now. Eventually they're going to cost a couple bucks, but these guys, should we make Carrie go live just so he can figure out who I am? Yes, always. Search completed. An old Bambi VHS for $20,000. Hi, somebody tell him. Carrie, hi. Somebody tell him. He's got to figure out on his own. It's the like button. The like button is in my chat. It's so cool. Yeah, still here. Nope, like button. It's now a secret. Exactly. No, if they don't know enough, and Carrie as a content creator knows how to figure out who you are. But it's more entertaining to not say it because you made extra effort to be the like button, and now you are the like button. And some people will never know that you're actually one of their friends because they're like, I don't know who this person is, and they're gonna moderate and they're gonna kick you out because they're like, who is the like button? Get the hell out of here. Carrie, come on, hit me. I like the abuse. If you want to send a couple, I'll email you. Yeah, absolutely, man. Like I said, shoot me an email. Now, that being said, the whole New Zealand thing, I have somebody that's from New Zealand, and I don't know how much it's going to cost me to do that. So if it becomes like a $10 or $15 thing, then that might not happen. But if it's a United States thing, yeah, man, I got you. Promotion is good for growing a channel. I got a bunch of shelf space. Sophia, you want to see my yearbooks? Haha! We're keeping my name a secret for now. But eventually the yearbooks will get busted out. I guess I could hide my name. But that's no fun. Here's a distributor from a 1993 Volkswagen Eurovan. It has a bad hall sensor. But I have since discovered that the hall sensor, if you order it for a different car,
That's a brand new song.
is available.
It's pretty neat.
That's also a bad one.
It's a little weird.
That created a whole lot of issues for me
Yeah, just a
before
couple
I figured it
more
out.
hanging out with us tonight.
Here's a propane torch. I wonder if there's any propane in it.
House,
There
I
is.
believe.
You want to play with a propane torch?
Yeah, you're right. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Fire! Fire, guys, fire! It's fire. Okay, that was fun. Now we played with fire. We could plug in the old Apple IIe and see if it still works. I think I was on another mission, wasn't I? Oh yeah, I was going to show Woodland Monkeys around the shop. I'm in Wisconsin. USA shouldn't be a bunch. Awesome. I need to get Carrie one, Rob's neighbor. So maybe I'll just mail him a couple and then he can mail you. No, I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm a moderator and most of their chats, that's the best part. That's true. That's even better, like button. And this summer, someday, I want to go back to the Wisconsin Dells. I miss that place. I want to go ride the ducks. The ones that drive into the water. Y'all let me know. It's starting to rain pretty heavy. So let me know if that starts washing out the sound or anything. Because it is raining on the ceiling. So we're going to show Whitland Monkey and whoever else has not seen the shop. We're going to show y'all around a little bit. Which would be on the other camera. Hey, I don't see your email. It's in the channel description, not the video description. Sorry if I wasn't clear on that, but it's real easy. Hang on, I'll just type it in the chat. Don't tell me I'm not allowed to play with fire. I like fire. Like button likes everything. I'm gonna find the keyboard and then I'll type in my email address. My email address for this, not my personal one, is at gmail.com. Yep. I am your new Glarus. No fire and no knives unless good food is coming out of it. I have fire and knives. Look, I can be like fire knife guy. Oh, we're on the other camera now. Fire knife. I'll check again. I just put it. It's right above your comment. Smokeshop@gmail.com. When you go to the channel description, you actually have to click a button to show it, to show that you're human or whatever. But like I said, that's it. It's right there. It's right there. Sweet. And you even spelled sweet right. So anyway, we're gonna take you on a tour of the shop, Whitland Monkeys. If you want to. Do that. That. Anyhow, that's the little where you can't see, our little workstation. That's my toolboxes. That's where we were just working. This is some motorcycles. There's the bug. It's raining, or I'd show you from outside, but basically, if I go all the way to the corner, you can see over the residence. The building itself is 40 by 60. The shop is 40 by 40, and beyond that plywood wall over there is a 20 by 40 two-story residence inside there. I don't know if you were in here earlier when I described it, but basically I outsourced the building, metal building, and then I did the residence myself, framed that, and well, built it completely. I outsourced the sheetrock and carpet, but I did the tile. You know, it was an owner build. I was a contractor. I did a lot of the work. But over here we've got 2 golf carts that are a friend of mine that I store here, and then my golf cart. A crashed car that I probably already showed that eventually is going to get out of here. It's part of a lawsuit. I'm trying to get, it's not me, but I'm, again, storing it for someone else. But I'll check and see if there's any questions. What's up, Vic? Welcome in. All right, sweet. Raining for you, snowing for me. Your link did not show up in chat. If you link your channel, you can hit your channel, then we can go ahead and hit that link. The email did not show up. It should have showed up on PC. It might not have showed up on, but you're on my channel. But anyway, Tuesday for the hand pan, Thursday, next Thursday. It was originally, so the reason I bought that one is it was supposed to be here Sunday, but after I bought it, it's changed the frickin' arrival date. And rather than order another one, I just went ahead and went with it. I'm trying to get there, Crystal. Oh, please. So if I go there, go there, there. I mean, I could have just asked somebody else to do this, but thanks. Thursday, yeah, all right. I think I emailed you. Right on. I'll check it in a second. So I don't know if you saw the tour that I just gave you or not. Or if you were playing with the emails. But anyway, if you did not see it, you can always back up. But if you haven't been in here before, basically these motorcycles are, that is a 2005 Kawasaki Vulcan 800 that there's a couple videos, several videos on the channel. It was basically, it's a friend of mine's that I was storing And I've had it so long that basically, last I talked to him, it's basically my bike, and I'm going to say basically at least 2 more times, basically. But I have to get paperwork from him. But I've gotten it running and washed it and cleaned it up and everything, and it's actually a beautiful bike. I have a matching pair of 1981 or 82 Honda Aero 50s, which are 2-stroke scooters. The gas tank is down there, but this is actually a Tal Motors TBR7, which is one of the Enduros that you can buy off of Amazon. But somebody customized it and made a scrambler out of it. And I actually bought it from him for $400 with, I think it had 12 miles on it, if I remember correctly. So that was the score of, I won't say a lifetime, but that was a hell of a score. Man, that's a sweet shop. Nice bike. Did you ever get the blue bike going, Schmokes? The scooters, no, I still need to order some possible jam sesh. Absolutely. Vic has a lovely channel. Yes, he's got Wolf, or Foxy, rather. I just totally brain farted on what I was about to say. So now we're just walking back and forth, which is ridiculous. Sweet shop, nice bike. Vulcan, yeah. Good to see you again. So no, the blue bikes, like I said, I need to get parts. I need to get parts for one of them. I need to order gaskets for both of them because I think I'm going to end up having to pull the motor on this one because it's not getting compression. And if you weren't here for that video, I think it was another live. Basically. What I discovered is somebody had put motor oil into the 2-stroke tank. So it was fouling out the plug immediately and it wouldn't run. Which, you know, I'm hoping that I didn't do any damage trying to get it started with the wrong kind of oil in there. But I need to check the reed valves and everything and see if we can get compression on this thing before I go trying to start it again. The other one has something broken internally, and I need to order the gasket set before I get any deeper into it. Because basically what's happening is the Kickstarter is disconnected internally, so there's a return spring that is broken or something, and so whenever I hit the starter, it's turning the Kickstarter when I hit the electric starter. I think that made sense. Anyway, oh, the other bike that I was going to show you, Whitman Monkeys, if you haven't seen it, it's buried right now because I moved everything, but the yellow one here is a 1971 Yamaha DS7. That is a 2-stroke street bike. It does run, but again, I need to go through, the wheels are rusty. So I need to break the tires off of them and see how thick the metal still is, see if it's still viable, and redo the wheels and put a set of wheels and tires, or tires and tubes, and a new chain on it, and then that would kind of be a viable something. It's also probably going to be for sale. But it's all a matter of money, and I don't have any. So budgetary constraints are a huge issue for this particular YouTube channel. But we get by. Thanks to my charming personality. All right, we got all kinds of chats that I missed here. Gotta finish my commission. I'll catch you later. Stay safe and have fun. Peace out, Whitland Monkeys. I think I scared Rob's neighbor. You know as well as I do that he's probably working and only listening. As a matter of fact, he said he was. He said he's got a snow cleanup to do. But that's funny. That gold one is awesome. Yeah, those are the predecessors. If you're familiar with any of those bikes, it's the predecessor to the RD series, basically. That is a not a reed induction, but a piston induction, but that's not the word that I'm looking for. But it's an older style of two-stroke induction. Yeah, all I remember was you got to stick the finger in the hole and check for sucking. That was it. Oh, and an idea of how to disconnect the gas line. Yamaha, good one. Oh, I love, yeah. I've had many Yamahas over the years. It's funny because that part of the video is just showing here now, that bike. I actually, if you look at some of the previous videos, there is me getting that bike up and running. Peace, monkeys. Peace, monkeys. Haha. No like button. It was probably me. Peace monkeys are cool. Peace monkeys are the best kind of monkeys. Because war monkeys are just evil. Those evil war monkeys. What else can we grab and show you? Here's a propane regulator. Here's a propane regulator. I don't know why, but I have a collection of propane regulators up there. Note to self, if you ever need a propane regulator, there's one there. Here's some ball joints. Why do I have a pair of ball joints and what are they for? Huh. I have no idea. Oh, they're not ball joints. Oh, I know what they are. They're the leaf spring bushings for my old Pathfinder that I don't have anymore. I also have a head gasket set for a... Carrie, you might need that. I have a head gasket set for whatever the Pathfinder V6 is. 3.2, 3.0. Probably says it. It probably doesn't. Anyhow, I got all kinds of crap. Ah, Rob has 23 RD, 23 of them. 23. I need to get up there and buy a couple. He's got some to spare. I like spider monkeys. They're better than war monkeys for sure. The RD350 is my favorite bike that I ever had. I don't have a good picture of it easily available, but I had a it had been painted, but it was black. And but it was a good paint job and all the chrome had been redone and it was a beautiful bike. And I traded it for a 1956 Chrysler Windsor. 1956 Chrysler Windsor that I never did shit with, and it was the stupidest transaction I think I've ever made in my life. But I went to the Bulletproof show, which was a rat rod car show, and I got bit by the bug and made a really terrible decision. Funny thing is the kid that got a hold of the RD350, even though I showed him how to start it, the next time he went to try to start it, he tried starting it like a freaking dirt bike. He kicked the fuel line off of the fuel tank, didn't realize it, so the fuel tank was dripping fuel all over the place, and then in the next kick it fired up and caught the thing on fire and burnt the freaking bike up. Pissed me off. A friend of mine sent me pictures of the ad where he was selling it online, and he was using my pictures to sell it and not telling people that it had caught on fire. Anyway. Oh my gosh, something happened. There's crazy conversations happening. It's probably about war monkeys. Crab spiders. Has anybody heard of those? That's a thing. They hop out of little holes, scare the crap out of you, and crawl right back in their hole. Pathfinders is fun to work. I prefer the older Pathfinders because they're like tanks. The one that I had was the one that was no longer, it was what we were talking about before. It's a unibody. The previous ones were on a ladder frame. A ladder frame Pathfinder is one of the most bulletproof vehicles on the planet. It's literally like a tank. Man, I go better go now. I like spider monkeys. Well, monkeys, when I built this, I was living in the camper in the backyard, and I moved in here and never really got the chance to organize it. Pathfinder Pish, I'm down with my Ford Escapia. I've actually got a late 90s 300ZX coming out for a head and timing belt since the customer screwed it up. I've never seen Rob sell anything. Well, I could trade. The DS7's cooler because it's older and more rare. Hey, truck trailers make great bridges. I had a blue 76 RD400 first bike when I was 16. I sure missed it. It was an awesome, great wheelies. Oh yeah. Well, I'm sure you've heard me tell this story. When I had my RD350, it had expansion chambers and everything. I mean, it was dialed in. It sounded like a race car. And I had a buddy of mine that rode a Softail Harley, and he's not with us anymore. But one day I rode it over to his house, and he was looking at it, and he's like, "Can I take it for a ride around the block?" I said, "Sure." You know, he's an experienced rider, but I said, "Be careful." And he said, "Why? Is it real easy to pop a wheelie?" I said, "No, it's real hard to keep the front wheel on the ground." It's not easy. It's impossible not to pop a wheelie on those bikes, especially if you don't know what you're doing. That power band hits in and it'll throw you right off the back.
That was on the new fucking album. Thanks so much, y'all. If y'all stream that shit one time, I'll be like forever happy. You can
That's
be taking
you.
shit. It doesn't matter.
Let me try that again. Monkey, you're the second person that said that in the last 2 lives. Again, this is the cleanest and most organized I've ever been. But basically, I had to move my stuff out of the place where it was earlier than I was expecting to. So I had to just kind of throw everything in here. So like all the stuff on those shelves is old eBay inventory when I used to do eBay. And there's boxes of stuff over there. I could go through here every day and find new stuff. Plus there's 3 shelves, or at least another shelf. I'm exaggerating. But there's another shelf behind here. 2 shelves. No, it's only 1. There's where the caulk is. Haha. I don't even know what all of them. Yeah, we're not getting into that. Uh-oh. Drum down, drum down. That's why that one's out here. If I had done that with my djembe, it would have just broken and really broken my heart. But this thing's durable. It's synthetic. Man, I'm 15. All I do is carve and game. Here's Rob popping wheelies. Well, you know, you're doing more than a lot of 15-year-olds are doing. If you're carving and whittling and doing stuff like that, you're headed in the right direction, in my opinion. Ladder frames are the best. Friend totaled his Pathfinder. Surprised he was able to walk away from it. We both rebuilt that thing. She was a beaut. You're the cleanest and most organized you've ever been. I show up. Think about that for a minute. Destructo. Pretty good with the cock. It's caulk. I know. I don't know if this is going to show up in chat. You got to read it just so I know. Oh, it did. Except it spelled it cock. 1998 Nissan Pathfinder. I don't remember what year the change was. Carrie would, Rob's neighbor would. But there was a year, whatever year they changed it, it might have been 96 if I remember. But I could be completely talking out my ass. I want to say it was 96. Where they switched over from a ladder frame to a unibody. And I mean, they're still great trucks, don't get me wrong. But I'm all about a ladder frame because I know what I did to my Nissan hardbody and the abuse that I put that thing through. And it was, I had that thing for 20, holy cow, 30 years, 29, 30 years I had that thing. And I beat the shit out of it. Most of my age are just weird and boring and, you know, don't know what they're doing. Yeah, that's, well, that's life. I'm glad to see that you're learning and learning skills and interested in things. Not brown chicken, brown chicken. Right, exactly. All right, see y'all later. Peace, monkeys. You're welcome anytime. You're also more than welcome to do a massive view session of all of my videos and build up watch hours, because I still need watch hours. You know, I think I need 300 more watch hours still. I think they're done dropping off the other end though, but Daytona didn't quite do as well as I wanted it to. However, I'm not going to let that stop me. Like I said, I think I need 300 watch hours, and then I can actually get to stage 1 of monetization. I actually woke up this morning 2 subscribers down, but that's not the end of the world. I can deal with that. I'm at 550, so I'm not gonna. I don't see myself dropping below 500. Saw about 23 bathtubs and shower backings. None of them failed yet. I'm good with caulking guns. Oh yeah, so you already got. I don't know if that's what you're doing. Your damn name's got me screwed up. Crystal, I don't know if that's what you're doing for a living or what. But I mean, tile's good money. Redoing bathrooms. Again, the same Harley guy that I was talking about that's not with us any longer. I helped him. Long story short, basically I helped him with a tile business. And he made damn good money. He made really good money. It's a lot of work though, unless you can get a helper to do all the work for you while you just sell new jobs. Love you, brother. Miss you. Please don't smack me. No, smack Crystal. I mean the like button. Don't smack Crystal. Smack the like button. Cocking gun. Yeah, they were amazing. Oh, the old school Pathfinders, yeah. Well, it's funny because another... I have lots of dead friends, y'all. Another brother of mine that's no longer with us, anyway, he had a... I don't remember what year. I want to say it was an 85. And it was the 2-door, 4-wheel drive with the V6. And... it had like 150,000 miles on it, and he was done with it because he didn't think it was going to last any longer, and he just wanted to get rid of it. So he sold it to me for like nothing, $500. And dude, wow, I wish I hadn't. It was one of those vehicles that I drove the heck out of for years, loved it, never even used it to its full potential. Wish I still had it. But at a low part in life, it broke down and needed a fuel pump, and I couldn't afford to do the fuel pump because I was that broke at that time. And I ended up passing it on to somebody, and hopefully they fixed it and drive the shit out of it. But that and that 91 Nissan, the hard body pickup that I had, same time frame, I had to get rid of it, and it sucked, but I had to pay rent. But yeah, both of those 91 Nissan pickup. So yeah, the Pathfinder was later. It was I think it was 90. Is that what I said? 95 would have been the last good year. Anyway, yeah, that early 90s Nissan vehicle, especially the trucks, were badass. The jig is up, man. Oh, because I said Crystal. My bad. Dang it. The apartment started redoing bathrooms. That was about 8 years ago. 4-wheel drive, 2-door, and that V6 though. Yeah, it was the most desirable. I keep my eye out all the time. I see rodeos a lot. I'm not familiar with the Isuzus. I know they're pretty much very similar as far as durability. The old Isuzu Troopers are badass too. I want a 4x4. I'll probably end up with one eventually. I just got too much crap right now. That's plastic backing, but also did the plumbing as well. No pipes are leaking. I told them call me if I have any problems. They still got it. Have me do more bathrooms. Well, don't undersell yourself, because that's damn good money. Those are $10,000 plus jobs. If you don't realize that, I hope you realize that. Smack me hard, I can take it. Like I said, if you're not, I was thinking you were saying you were doing that for somebody else. If you're going in and doing that work as yourself and doing that work for somebody, those are really high-paying jobs. What I tell somebody, I don't know how Carrie does it. I think Carrie does it actually by the book. What I tell people if they want me to do work on their car, which I do not usually do, I don't like working on other people's cars. If something goes wrong, I can screw myself. But those who I will, good close friends whose I will work on, I tell them to take it and go get an estimate and a diagnosis from 2 different shops and bring me that paperwork. And I tell them straight up, more than likely I will do the work for half the price without even looking at what it is. Smoke just passed a sign that says you can zip line over the alligators. You should do that. You in St. Augustine, right on. I'm probably not going to be zip lining over the alligators, but we will definitely make it to the alligator farm soon. I play with a heavy bag every 3 days like clockwork. I can handle this. But anyway, like I said, Crystal, don't undersell yourself on that stuff. Not to rant on that, but I know how much money my buddy was making, because that's what ended up screwing up our friendship for a while. Thankfully, we were speaking before he killed himself. Shouldn't say that, but I know how much I know how much money he was making on those jobs. And we busted heads because he was paying me tiddlywinks knowing that I was struggling. So that caused a major rift between us. But my point being is if you're doing those tile jobs on your own, that's big money. Big money. Like I said, $10,000 is a cheap bathroom. I'm good. All right, sick. I'm glad. Oh, new training buddy. Did you see the like buttons in the chat, Sick? Or have you been lurking and listening? I didn't see any other comments. I just saw you pop up and say, I'm good. Sick's good, y'all. My back is starting to hurt again, though. Maybe I'll just sit down for a moment. How about that? Or did I just get up? I don't know. Short-term memory loss. Lavender aromatherapy time. Ow! Yep. It's bad. It's bad, guys. It's alright, though. Speaking of which, I have another friend under the knife getting back surgery. Forgot about that. Didn't forget, but I hope that's going well. Anyway, I've been here. Clean bong. I remember that part. Smoked, passed out for a little while. I woke back up. Chilling. Oh, man. He's cleaning and chilling. This music's actually pretty good. I forget the name of the band. Buddy's Bong or something like that. I'm gonna get back up again now. Bakey's Brew. Bakey's Brew. Bakey. Hey, Smoke, have I ever told you I'm not supposed to be a walking individual at the moment? No. But I know at our age and in our little group, many of us are damaged. I'm actually not, I don't know. I'm not that bad. I just hurt. Contemplating my life. Well, brother, you got my number if you need to talk, for real. I am going to sit back down, though. No, Crystal, you have not. My back is from several things, including a hardtail bobber back in the day, and hitting a few railroad tracks or whatever without realizing it wasn't railroad tracks, potholes. A couple good shots of that, and an 80-pound bag of concrete that I turned to throw into the back of a pickup truck. Back's never been the same between those two things. How's your training going, by the way, like button?
So much. It's been a fantastic year. God bless you guys.
All right, so that's the end of that. We got to find another music.
Thank you for supporting us.
Another music that's not going to get us a copyright strike. I crashed the car and I have serious back injury. Broke 4 spinal cord bones. They reinforced it with the titanium. But I continue to move my upper body, and I warned.
Thank you and good night.
I tapped down to the hospital. Tap out of that hospital. I have no rhythm, but I slapped my feet as I walked out. Sarcastic humor. I've never had mine diagnosed, but basically as long as I move my top of my body and my bottom of my body at the same time, it doesn't usually create an issue. But I have to be very mindful of that. And once it's inflamed, it's painful for a while. Inflammation, that's our biggest issue. I was going to find different music, so I got to go back to the Maple Leaf. We're going back to New Orleans, going to visit the Maple Leaf. And we're going to find some more music. I could even bring that up, actually. Boop. Right? Yep. It's the Maple Leaf Bar in New Orleans. We're going to go to previous lives. And that was a good one. That was definitely a good one. But we've already listened to that one. Turkey Jam. 3 hours and 51 minutes. I think we did that one last week, though. Or was that live? How about let's do Turkey Jam. Because that's probably some good musicians. Oh, they posted this one early. There we go. All right, so let's get it from the top, right? Taking it from the top. There we go. You can see the car I crashed and the tree I crashed into. I think it's my 12th video I ever made. Well, the crashed car that's here in the shop, yeah, the girl that was in that accident, I'm thankful that she's able to walk. She was she got screwed over completely. She got hit by a school bus. Anyway, we're going to switch back to here. She got hit by a school bus and then pushed into a concrete pole. So she is very lucky to be alive. Technically, I'm paralyzed, but I'm still walking. CAT scans say that the message isn't traveling to be able to move my legs. Well, if you can move your legs, then it's working. I want to switch this back to the chat so I can see what the heck is going on. There's the guy. We're probably going to get a copyright strike, but whatever. Or not a strike, or whatever it is. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. It sort of is, but not really. But I do hit the heavy bag every 3 days, and I usually hit the treadmill every 2 days. But I have my older child present, so I've been hanging out with her. I should be better about exercising and stuff. Did the volume just turn down, or is that my imagination? That was weird. It's the like button. Who's Crystal? What are you talking about? It's a secret. Wow. We're back. Is that music loud? Or is it like perfect? Looks a little bit loud. But if it sounds good, then it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? Let's get rid of this box. That's our next mission, is to get rid of this box. Shaggy Man, alrighty, Schmoke, gotta go. Peace, y'all. I enjoyed hanging out. Check in on the real phone later or in a little while, Shaggy Man. Let me know the Shaggy Man plan, just so I can plan accordingly. But otherwise, hopefully you're having fun and have fun. What's going on there? Oh, dude, it's got weird things happening. Oh, I'm just still that far behind. Or again. I want Chinese food. I never got Chinese food because I ended up eating leftovers. But anyway, we're back. Next time I'm going to figure out how to change me to the middle finger emoji, but I'm going to play with the like button a little bit. Well, can't you only change it so many times? Like button? I don't know, I haven't looked into it. I think you can change it a few times and then they make it a delay thing where you have to wait a couple weeks or something. Ooh, I think it might be nap time, y'all. Nap time or beer 30. That was weird. Ugh. Back to dancing monkey mode. Where is the dancing monkey? Didn't I find one the other day? What did I do with it? Oh, there's one. Uh-oh, I lost the flashlight. Oh, because I'm killing the battery in the bug. Awesome. He's broken. He sort of works, but he's kind of epileptic. He doesn't really dance anymore. Oh, there he wiggled. He's more of a butt wiggling monkey now. He just kind of wiggles. But he was cool. I used to have him on my dashboard. And he'd go. It took me years to perfect that move. It's great at the club. What happened? What's up, Alaska? Welcome in. Good morning. I'm going for Greek food now. Oh, good. I know you like Greek food. Probably as much as I like Chinese food. Welcome in, Alaska. Good morning. Every 14 days you can change it. I still keep contemplating a second channel. I gotta figure all that stuff out. Excuse me. Ooh. I have any coffee left? I do. It's ice cold, but whatever. It's still caffeinated. What else can we find? How are you, Alaska? Did you get your, I don't know when we talked last. Did you get your house dried in and sealed up? Oh, the happy monkey dance? Well, like we were talking about earlier, I mean, speaking of injured people, living in Alaska is one of the most injured people on the face of the planet. I need to be more mindful of stretching and stuff when I wake up in the morning. I have stretches that I do that alleviate my back issues, but if I don't do them at the right time, that can be bad. And it's really good when I wake up in the morning to do a stretching routine. I'm not disciplined like that necessarily. I have good self-discipline, but not in that regards. My Boy Scout uniform. Sophia said this, that she would wear this, but I don't think it would fit, because I don't even think this would fit me anymore. Size 16, whatever that means. I'm quite confident that it wouldn't really fit me anymore, especially not with a sweatshirt on. Anyway, I just keep it for the memories. The memories. Oh wow, I still got that shirt. Oh wow, here you go, guys. This is great. There's no spiders in it or anything. So speaking of high school, I was in graphic arts many moons ago. And that was a truck club that I used to be the co-president of, called Creative Motion. And I designed that logo and made the silk screen and all that. And silk screened it on my jacket in probably 1980, 88, 89, that would have been from. My shirt. I'll put it in the Wales package. You were working on that all night, plus the cold doesn't help. Not yet, 12 feet to go, but overdid it and have been down the past 24 hours. Yeah, that's the fun part. Probably not my worst habit. 20 years of old shirts for memories. It's the stories they represent. Yeah, and like I don't know how to use it, but I have my mom's old sewing machine and I have another sewing machine. That music is too loud. Whether y'all think so or not, I just can't. We're gonna turn that, we're gonna try again. We're gonna turn that down. That's really loud. Why is it so loud? I know why it's so loud. Because I have it turned up here. That's ridiculous. Jesus. Sorry. That was starting to get really annoying for me. It's still a little tingly. Tyvek stayed on, right on. I got lost. The music totally threw me off for a second. Oh, the stories, the shirts. So one of the hippie things is patchwork stuff. That was what I was trying to say. Is I have my mom's old sewing machine, and I have another antique sewing machine, and I have limited sewing. I mean, I have sewn some kites when we didn't have any other seamstresses or seamsters around. So I know how to operate a sewing machine more. I know how to time one and do the mechanical part of fixing a broken sewing machine because I'm a mechanic. But I have several t-shirts that I have thought about making, like either a blanket or a throw, whatever you would call it, out of. Heads up for a cold front in 10 days. The storm is currently at 28.81 and dropping. It will get pushed your way at the end of this week. And that was your Living Alaska weather report.
Put your hands together. Let me hear you.
Alaska, have you had a proper tour of the shop? What time? Oh yeah, we're getting close to 3 o'clock. I'm probably going to shut this down at, well, 3 o'clock Eastern. I don't know what time it is, but in about 10 minutes. Tacoma. One thing that I did want to do. Oh, there's another happy dancing monkey. See, I knew I had a matching pair. So somewhere on my Facebook or something. Oh, this one still works. I had this matching pair of dancing monkeys on my dashboard, and it was playing a song like this, a funk song or whatever. And because of how the universe works, the monkeys synchronized and were dancing at the exact same rate in perfect synchronicity with the song. It was pretty awesome. There we go. Oh yeah, he's a dancer. That's the happy monkey dance. Oh, he's getting it down. That bright light's got him dancing. Happy dancing monkey. If you were a happy dancing monkey, you would be cool like me. Bum, bum, bum. He's like a hula dancer, except he's a happy dancing monkey. Just a reminder, I'm not crazy. What happened? We got bad weather Tuesday, 60 miles per hour. Wow. Sounds like Florida. I caught bits and pieces. Right on, I'll give you a quick walk around in a second. How you look dancing when you peak? Oh, what I said earlier is I've actually practiced that dance. It took me a long time to get it right. We were gonna show Alaska the shop, a quick walk around. I'm not gonna do the detailed one, but basically you'll probably lose audio for a second, but if you haven't seen the outside of the shop, I'll show you that real quick. I'm sure you have. So, are we jumping meter? Check. Yep. Okay. That's the building itself is a 40 by 60. This is the corner by the door. The shop is 40 by 40, and then beyond that plywood wall is a 20 by 40 two-story residence. Golf carts are two of them are a friend of mine, and the third one's mine. Crash car that I was just talking about with the like button is not mine, but it's part of a ongoing court battle that as much as I need to get rid of the damn thing, I gotta hold on to it for a little while longer. But eventually I want to do a loft like 10 feet out from that wall. And but you know, there's no more budget for that. One pallet rack. And one of these days in the near future, oh, I just did a walk around with the camera on the wrong camera. Ha 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 ha. That's funny. I hate it when I do that. So anyway, I walked around carrying a camera and gave you the description. That was useless. So hearing that description that you just heard, we'll switch to the other camera. I know, Tacoma. I already figured it out. I'm not walking back outside, but this is from the corner by the door. Here's the door. Here's the corner. So the shop is 40 by 40. The eaves are, I believe, 18 feet, and the peak is 23, if I remember correctly. beyond that wall is a 20 by 40 two-story residence. And that's the golf carts that I was talking about. And that's the crash car that I was talking about. And now we're caught back up. And now we're in vlog mode. Because I'm vlogging. Hey guys, I'm a vlogger. We're vlogging today, so I need to spin around in circles like vloggers do. I don't ever want to do that again. I'm still spinning, guys. Guys, I'm still spinning. I'm funny. We're on the wrong camera. Lavender aromatherapy. Live in Alaska. Wake up with the lurk drop. Nice one. Y'all didn't even know Wake Up was in here, mod. What was the thing you had to keep but didn't want? Oh, the crashed car. Crashy. It's
Put your hand together like this. Let me hear you make believe.
I'll switch back and show you. It's basically something that's been here. It was going to be here for 3 months, and it's been here for 3 years, kind of situation. Like I said, she got hit by a school bus and crammed into a pole that supports an overpass. And the other day, I was trying to find the registration paper for it, and realized that there was no chance of me getting into the glove compartment because the A pillar is in the center console. That pillar should be out here somewhere. There is no more glove box door. Yeah, it's terrible. You really can't get a perception of it. But yeah, it's totally destroyed. But anyway, without getting too deep into it, they got screwed over completely, and they're hoping to take the lawyer to malpractice court. But eventually I'll get rid of that damn car and be able to move my camper in here, and we'll work on that for a while. Because it needs an internal, insides need to be fixed, the roof needs to be resealed. Drone mode activated. Poor gal. Yeah, sorry I forgot to make the drone mode noises. But somebody mentioned lavender aromatherapy, and I think I'm going to do a fresh batch. So we're going to empty out the previous batch, which is already been vaped, ABV as some would call it. And we can get this out. I'll show you what it looks like. Because it's tobacco, right? That's what it looks like, right? So now I can take that lavender that has already been heated, and I can put it into, I run my water through it for when I make a cup of hot chocolate at night. And so basically I can use one load in this device gets me either one really strong session, or you could break it up into 4 or 5 different sessions at different temperatures, and then still reutilize the end to cook with, or like I said, to make tea with, or anything like that. So it's a super efficient way of utilizing the medicine, which we enjoy. What were the injuries? That's rough. I never, I let them do their healing and all that stuff. I didn't get into details, but it was a long, slow healing process. She's, knocked teeth out of her mouth and broke things and all kinds of stuff. But she's also a super high-level yogi, and her yoga is what got her. I mean, again, that was somebody that was never really expected to walk again. And when I see her move, she moves just like she used to. And I truly believe that the yoga helped a lot. Just seeing that, I'm re-feeling the pain from mine, yeah. Haven't hit me yet. You want to wrestle? Smack that like. Smack that like button. Smack it. Setting 2. We're gonna start at 340, which is actually pretty high for me. I usually start at 333. That's Fahrenheit. Q in the female AI robotic voice. Drone mode activated. Access approved. Great idea, Daddy. Activate drone mode. Woman I know was told also never walk again, and she swam the English Channel last year. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, I've told you, my buddy that I did the kite shop, that owned the kite shop. He didn't walk, but he still, even as a quadriplegic, he went scuba diving. I think he went skydiving once, tandem, of course. He still achieved a lot of dreams. He had multiple degrees. He had a degree in psychology. He had a degree in possibly business. I don't remember. Exercise your yoga muscles and hit the like button. Sorry, I'm getting some practice in. No worries. In DJ Real Ones, I've actually got a notepad thing where I've got the taglines that I use. And if it's a slow night sometimes, or at the end of the night at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll just start dropping them all in the chat. It makes people laugh. It's funny. You want to get us a playlist. We can work out the permission stuff. We can all play in our background with all our music. Start getting them in the system. New music, and future listeners will start hearing them subliminally, then possibly start using your music in shorts over time. Want it like Blue Bonnet. Yeah, the music thing is a tough one. If you can use your own music, that's the best way. DJ Real One has given me permission to use his entire library. I'm what is the word? Moody. I'm moody about my music.
Sorry, it's been a minute since we've
And as
played.
much
We're
as I
starting to have
love
a
rap
little
and
bit of
hip hop, there are times when I'm definitely not in the mood for it. I think it was last week I put on his thing and it was just like, this is not the vibe that I'm feeling. This morning I was actually listening to Wu-Tang Clan, but I can't play that. That's definitely copyright.
Friends, relatives, neighbors, all kinds of stuff in here.
I'm a terrible jokester and I would love to make friends with a quadriplegic. Can you imagine the terrible chaos me and a good-natured person could cause that has that issue? Oh, Rick was a trip, dude. Took me, was kind of hearing it. Is there any way you can record yourself playing with the drum? Oh yeah, there's recordings out there. There's one of my early lives shows me in the music room in the thumbnail. And a lot of that live was me setting up the music room, but there's probably 15 minutes or so of me playing different instruments. But that was actually, I'm not sure how long Shaggy Man is planning on staying, but what I want to do, I was thinking about doing it today, but he wasn't here, is get into the music room, get that all set up and working correctly, and play some music together. He and I have played together campfires plenty of time, acoustically, but the only time we've really played in the music room and been established and been in sync or whatever, we had a friend of ours that was on bass. But no, I'm set up in the music room to multi-track record. There's just an old computer in there, so it's hard for me to get everything working. Excuse me. Like I said, it's vapor, but it's still hot.
make me cry. Stand up tall and live.
Yeah, that's I'm seeing what y'all are planning, you little conspirers over there. That could be dangerous. But make it happen. Get Sophia stateside. I'll come hunt y'all down. I ain't scared. So much for shutting it down at 3 o'clock. Live streams are weird. DistroKid is the #1 independent artist licensee website. I've heard a lot of horror stories, and I'm not saying it's DistroKid, but I've heard a lot of horror stories of people having permission to use music and then somebody coming around afterwards and taking the money out of their videos. So that's another reason that I'm hesitant to use anybody's music. Or if I do it, I'm just blatant and I don't care. All three of us could wear name tags. I don't care who gets what. Havoc, Chaos, and Mayhem would be the 3 name tags. Never dangerous, Smoke. Just extreme adventuring. Oh, I mean, I've spent more time online with Sophia than either of y'all, and I know some of her story. So if y'all's story are anywhere near her story and or my story, I can see where some dangerous pranks could occur. See, I still drink. I know Sophia doesn't drink anymore. I don't know if y'all drink, but that's where I could get in trouble. I hook up with the right people at a music festival. As long as we're out in the woods, I'm not worried about it, but there could be total chaos. I am thankful that there weren't a lot of video cameras around when I was doing my hardcore partying. But there are videos. There's some selfie videos of me from the bar on some of my old phones that I'm like, I have no recollection of recording that. And holy shit, you're drunk. Just marble mouth, talking some stupid bullshit philosophy or whatever. That Smoke, he's crazy. Drunken Smoke. I was curious how people get their stuff protected. Yeah, DistroKid and there's another one, isn't there, Crystal? I mean, like button. Please do not feed the animals. Ha ha ha. Second night we plan to do this, we're going to demand money out of the bar. We're going to go somewhere. That old crazy like button, man. She's got the whole trip planned already. So the first time I ever experienced Bike Week was like 89 or 90 if I remember correctly. And I was doing the Native American stuff, the bracelets. I don't know if you've ever seen my rock watch, but we were doing Native American crafts and those bracelets and whatever we were selling. And we got in at Spider's Swap Meet, which was one of the swap meets down there during Bike Week in Daytona. And at the first night, I guess it was a Friday night or whatever, after we shut down the booths and everything and locked everything down, we went into town with these 3 bikers, myself, my buddy Charles, and his brother Richard, and 3 bikers. They were 3 if you think biker, the stereotypical big brawny biker. And one of them had a badass dragon mask on with a collar with a lead on it. And the 2 guys were walking behind him, and we were behind them. And they had this dragon biker dude, big old boy on a lead, and they're just shouting in that big, deep voice, "Clear the road, dragon, clear the road!" And the whole freaking sidewalk was parting in front of us. It was so freaking awesome. Clear the road, dragon, clear the path. Oh, what a great night that was. And I don't even think we were drinking. I don't think I drank back then. I go through phases. Band Labs has an option as well, but this circuit is cheaper. On the wallet, you have permission to use my stuff. Also, has beats you can play too, Schmo. I don't want the damn money. I want my stuff out there. Right on. Speaking of the music room, I'm set up to do it because I want to be able to. What Shaggy Man wants to do is grab a loop pedal, and I might grab a loop pedal also. That's the easiest way to do it, but I want to be able to loop. I want to be able to sit down and play my drum beat on whatever drum, and then sit down behind the synthesizer and play with that, and then get on the drum kit and play with that. And even though I can't play guitar, I can still make some cool noises with one. Plus, I have a multitude of instruments in there. And being that I can record them all individually tracked, I can take any one of them out. And I've played with the idea a little bit. There's a, I think it's a totally ridiculous introduction to Schmoke's shop, and I think it's a short, possibly. I'll have to look. But it's got me playing with some music stuff in that. It's fun. Oh, looper too? Well, just that being able to... The thing with the loop pedal, you know, as a musician, is, like I said, I'm doing it with a guitar, even though I don't know how to play guitar, but you know, bloom, 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 and that keeps playing, and then you can boom, pa, pa, and add that layer, and then you can just keep stacking different layers. And with the multi-track recording, if I set it up right, I should be able to do that and turn each one of those tracks on or off as I desire. Like what Keefness has. Exactly. Absolutely. The Keefness, that's one good example. I can, not off the top of my head, but I got Keller Williams is another OG looper. There's some, when the looping first came out, we had a couple here in town that were just really good at it. But being able to do that and having that full setup is like Keefness level is a pretty expensive setup. The Keefness, yep. Meow. But especially with the synthesizers, because I've got 1, 2, 3, I think I've got 4 functional synthesizers. One of which is full-on MIDI. So that MIDI one I can get into the computer, and then I can hook it up and play any sound that I can get a hold of with that synthesizer. However, I'm running it through a computer that's older than this one, and so it's barely able to comprehend what's going on. What I need to do is probably buy a better computer for out here and move this one into the music room. But, you know, even buying this stuff used for the stuff that's capable, you're looking at $300 just to get in, you know, at all. You had me at Music Room. Have you never seen the Music Room? French beatboxer who uses a looper station. We can walk in there. I mean, the house isn't a total wreck. I'm not going to be able to see the chat, but let me switch to this camera and I'll show you the Music Room if you haven't seen it. And I guess I could bring the chat with me. Just carry this, right? Turn that way. Get back to live. It says we are live. Hey, there's me. Wait, that's me. That's you. Me looking at you, looking at me. Once it catches up, we can go into Inception mode. Oh wait, we're there. Are we already in Inception mode? Why? I'm confused. Anyway. No, I haven't. Okay. Well, I guess I could bring the tripod in and we can get really ridiculous. But I'd have to turn the other. Oh, there's Inception mode. Yay. Let me turn this music off. And we'll mess around a little bit in the music room. And then I'm really shutting it down. So I have to go here. I could just do this. Just mute that, right? Mute. So that's theoretically not playing anymore. Someone left a comment on the Icy road video. 1 miles. I drive 18. Should make a YouTube channel and take my idea and make it his own because people are interested in seeing that. One of my, I don't watch him as much as I used to, but I used to be real into Vice Grip Garage. And what he does is he flies out somewhere and he revives an old broken down car and then drives it back home. Usually, or many times, a ridiculous distance. And it always trips me out because he does it in time lapse, but he does a good portion of the drive and just puts it behind a soundtrack for like hours, and people watch every minute of it. All right, let's. Oh wait, I was gonna bring the tripod so that I could set it up. Ignore the dust. I have not dusted in the music room in a while. Safety first, kids. And there's a cat. Cat mode. Cat cam, cat cam. We need light. There you go. Cat cam, cat cam. Say hi, Guinness. I could eat. He could eat. He could always eat. So that's the music room. Illuminate. Nope. Illuminate. There we go. So I want to turn the sound up just so I can hear what's going on. Yes, I do have the other sound off. And now you can see the music room. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Don't knock over the camera, kitty. I guess that works. So I haven't turned any of this stuff on in ages. But let's see if that's on. That's plugged in. That's good. Oh my God, it's so dusty. I really need to dust this shit. Power? Yep, we has power. Whoop, yep, we have sound. Why did the computer come on? Oh my gosh, the computer just came on. Interesting. So let's turn this down. Otherwise, we're going to end up with a loop. You had me at music room. Hey, can't stay because I'm working on a commission, but I got an idea, Schmoke. How about you have a random video of outside or something, live stream it at night, and people can watch it to get you to 300 watch hours. You know, that's a lot of why I've been doing the lives, but the biggest issue with that is I'm trying not to screw up my algorithm any worse than I already have. Because YouTube has no idea what my channel's about, and it's really kind of screwed me over to a certain degree. But thank you. That is an idea. Why did that not turn on? Because it's unplugged. That makes sense. So I've got mic preamps on. I have mixers on. All this stuff should be off. I must have just turned off the master switch. I was probably drinking that night. So we're going to unplug that. We don't need any mic preamps or mixers. We do, however, want this synthesizer on. And hopefully, because that's the vintage, this is, again, I'm not looking at the chat right now, but this is Roland's first synthesizer. This is a 1970, I should know the year, but I don't. But it's an SH-1000. And we'll make some fun noises. It's really fun to just come in here and mess around. But I'd like to have it. Camera wiggling. Cat heard you. Just let the phone run for watch hours. At night, people aren't wasting their time in watching other videos. They can let it run asleep. Just an idea. I'll get back to my commission. You're good, man. Fun. Here you go, y'all. What's going on in the chat anyway? Now, what is our what are we doing here? I gotta refigure out how to use this thing every time I play with it. There it is. Yeah. Synthesizers are fun. Yeah. And that's relatively sober. You start getting a buzz on, man, you can hang out in here for days. DJ Smoke in the house. Oh, we haven't even gotten into the cool sounds yet. Dude, I played one of these, a modern synthesizer at the music store the other day, probably a $7,000 one. Holy shit. You want to talk about mind blowing? This particular unit reminds me of something that you could really make a movie soundtrack with. And it's actually a lot more powerful, but because the battery is dead internally, a lot of the features aren't available. creepy. Hiya. Welcome in, Alex. We're just playing with synthesizers now. We've been doing all kinds of crazy stuff. You know, live stream life. I hope the mics are picking all these crazy sounds up. That's just one note, by the way. Oh, Kung Fu Panda, autocorrect. What you just played remind me of a cross between Kung Fu Panda, Lord of the Rings, and Witch Hunter. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's total movie soundtrack sounds. Plus, I've got, you know, talking drums and we could do all kinds of neat shit in here. Yeah. I have harps and drums and harps. They have guns and guns and guns and drums. Hurrah, hurrah, kalimbe. Uh, Tiny little tabla that don't really work. I got a frog. I'm a frog. And we have an egg. And we haven't even gotten to the drums yet. Hey, are you going to make any shorts working on that song? What else we got? Jet. And then the old standard Yamaha drum kit. So there's that. And I don't know how much you'll be able to hear this, but we'll do that real quick. You'd definitely be able to hear the acoustic kit, but it's really obnoxiously loud, so we're not going to play on that. But the factory sounds, I think there's 11 kits. Yeah, that's volume max. That's the thing with this thing is it's not the amp that I have it hooked up to is just an old Bluetooth speaker. So it's not really that loud. And I think it turns down on its own or something. But ta-da! But again, if I plug this into the computer, if I had a powerful enough computer, I can play any drum kit that I can get a hold of through this. Maybe is it unplugged a little bit? Oh, I turned it off. Anyway, so yeah, I have lots of stuff here. the original plan was if you build it, they will come, because at one time I was in a band and I do know musicians, but I live so far away that nobody really comes out here. And then Shaggy Man comes over and wants to play music, and it's like, well, I'm not in the mood. But we'll put something together while he's here in town. Ah, it's sounding epic. I hear you, and thank you for the idea. You do it for all your songs, and in the end, the shortest. Ha ha ha. Your genius is showing. So anyway, there's the music room for those of you who hadn't seen it, which I think is probably most everybody. Like I said, there's a my djembe, and this was actually my friend Charles that I talked about going to Bike Week with years ago. He has since passed away, but I basically inherited his drum. His brother brought it to me. This is another friend's drum that needs a new head, but I think it's mine at this point. I've got a vintage Champ amp over here that's covered in dust, and a vintage Mackie mixer, and my little classical nylon stringed guitar that I don't know how to play. But, you know, if anyone wants to come over and make music, we've got instruments, and I've got multi-tracking recording capabilities. Here's my helmet. It's a motorcycle helmet. Here's my jacket, too. It's a motorcycle jacket. And now, back to the show. Wow, cool. You were in a band. Well, just wrapped up outside. Nice music room. Yes, we had a band for years. I actually have a stack of CDs. Let me switch to the other camera. We'll turn that music back on. I actually have a stack of CDs right here. A good majority of which is music from my band. And this PC does have a CD player, but when I tried to utilize it, there's something I may have screwed up some wiring when I installed the new hard drive. But if I can get that disk drive working, then we will probably digitize some of that music and use it. Because some of it is covers, but a lot of it is original, just psychedelic, crazy music. And it's so funny because a lot of the bands that I hear now that are making it big sound just like my band did back in the day. My band was named Haydaze, Haydaze, which, if you're familiar, hay is a slang in some cultures name for puffing. So it was a Haydaze. But it was also some of the best times of my life. We played, mostly what we did was had band practice. And the band came from a lot of after parties for a lot of the live bands that were here in town. And so we'd have kind of different musicians coming through on Sundays. Sunday's always kind of been this day. But so we had a core group of musicians, but we usually have a couple guest musicians, so it was always a different sound. But our core group, we played out probably a half a dozen times at least. One of them, I do have recordings, but they're terrible 2000s, early 2000s recordings. Under construction. I need to sit down and do some office work on the whole YouTube thing. I need to get my fourth wall going for my merch and get everything ready for when I do actually accomplish monetization. Lavender aromatherapy, and hold up, Smoke. You got them there CDs. I have somewhere. I have the original a CD, a data CD, and it may be in this stack. A lot of these are audio CDs, but some of them are actually data CDs with many of the songs. A lot of it's crap. That's the our first album called Space Crane. There is actually a crane there. There it is. And then I have another album cover that's designed by me, and then I had another one called In the Realm of the Psychedelic Tree Frog. And it's a psychedelic tree frog sitting on a mushroom that's on the moon, and you're looking over it and you can see the earth in the background. It's really cool. There's probably, I think, a total of 4 copies of it out there. One of them is at my parents' house. Well, my dad's house. My mom's no longer with us. Maple Leaf, Maple Leaf. But yeah, this is Heydays 42002. So yeah, these are pretty old. Nikki's 29th birthday. Fuck Nikki. That stupid bitch. Whoops, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. There are very few people that I hold hatred towards. That is one of them. I can tell you some real horrible stories about that. Bah. That's probably some really terrible recordings. I can tell because it's called Bah. But yeah, I need to go through all this and grab the good stuff. There's a bunch of noise. Basically, we just had, well, the earliest stuff was literally a live mic in the garage. And then later on, we got to where we had mixing boards and we were mic'd individually. But we basically just turned the band room live and basically had a party on Sunday afternoon. So it's cool because there's a lot of, like, I think it was Sublime, that party sound in the background that actually makes it sound kind of cooler. The conversation kind of going in the background. It's neat. There's some good stuff. The wood stove is hungry. I'm getting hungry. What time is it? Yeah, I need to. Great live today. I got to run. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Carrie. Stay warm. Be careful out there. Alaska, same thing. The like button. Maybe I'll see you in Frankie's stream. The like button. All right, well, looks like everybody's fixing to do their own thing anyway. So yeah, I said I was going to shut this down once again about 35 minutes ago. It's funny, my longest stream, I think it was over 5 hours. And after the first hour and a half was the first time I said I was going to shut it down. Anyway, at this point, I am going to shut this down. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all being in here. We will definitely get into that old music and making some new music, just because, as we're all discussing, the safest thing is to use your own music. You missed a lunch, my friend. I ate right before I went on a little bit, but I'm getting hungry for sure. But anyhow, as always, I appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. I'm going to hit the magic button here, and then it's going to ask me to confirm it. But peace and love to each and every one of y'all. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.